All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, John. How you doing today?
Hey, Carlos, good. Happy to be here. Last day for me. If you've been struggling to put up with this pre-market show in the absence of Peter, it'll be over soon.
No, man, you have been awesome. We enjoyed you quite a bit here, and yeah, is Peter back tomorrow? I don't even know when Peter's back.
Well,
What's
he
his
asked
deal?
for coverage through the 12th, so if he's not back tomorrow, that'll be a surprise to me, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, I
Well,
guess there's always the chance he ain't coming back, Carlos, from the
he
pictures we've been getting.
was very happy out there, and I guess he's getting a taste of what full time retirement will feel like, and he might not come back. He might not come back. So we'll see. Mr. David on excess, we just missed the rants. Yeah, the rants are good. You know, I'm not really a ranty guy. I got not much to rant about, but Peter has a lot to rant about, and we love when he comes on with his rants here. All right, friends. Let's get to it. There are some difficulties getting into our chat room today. You can get in. You just have to hit the depending on your browser. I'm using Firefox, and it asks you, "Hey, do you want to accept the risk?" Like, yes, accept the risk. Take my credit card information, all that good stuff. It's okay. So no, I'm just kidding. Accept the risk. If you do that, it allows you to get in. IT's working on fixing it, but that is a way to get that in there. So again, there's a way to do it. But if not, you can hang out here with us on X and YouTube for today. And as our team, our good old team is making sure that is taken care of, friends. So if you're here for the first time on YouTube, welcome. Hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And let's get to it, guys. We had an incredible day yesterday, and we'll be looking for another one today. Here's our gappers list brought to you by tradingterminal.com. And see, I like that Chris MC. He's already looking at the positive side of things. He's like, if there's more people in here, let's break our records of our YouTube likes. See, yeah. Always gotta look at the positive side of things. So, good morning. Let's hit those likes and let's make it a record since we have new friends here hanging out on YouTube and X this morning, live on both platforms and in our chat room. All right, friends. 40%, 32%. We got some big numbers up here on our gappers list brought to you by tradingterminal.com, and gapping down, we got quite a few as well. But I gotta tell you, this list is probably the most manageable, John, that we've seen in quite some time. Like, this list
I
has
was,
been massive.
yeah, I was very happy this morning. I was thinking on my last day, it would be nice to have a shorter list, and we did. It was much shorter
Yeah.
before. The gap downs keep growing here, which is ticking me off because I haven't looked up most of these, but
Mhm.
we'll get through here. But yeah, there's some up and some down, and there's some good catalysts today. Actually, some interesting ones. So I think there's gonna be good things to trade today.
Yeah, I like it. And again, when it's more manageable, it's easier to find things that are truly, truly in play outside our usual suspects, which can be amazing on their own. It's nice to be able to find things that are not our usual suspect in play this morning. All right, before we jump into that, friends, let's take a look at our U.S. economic calendar and what is going on for today.
Yeah, we had initial jobless claims this morning. Oh man, what happened with that? Probably something good. You know, if I could just do this last part of the job, I can see Peter's in the room, so he's like, man, this guy's never quite on the ball. Uh, actual initial jobless claims 227,000 versus 200 and what do we have? 225. I've seen 222 expected 225, but they came in just a little over, but nothing hot. I don't think did it move the market much? Did we wiggle? We were heading up, we were heading up before that news came out in a very steady uptrend for about maybe 6, 7, 8 minutes on the SPY, and that's continuing right now. I don't think that news really impacted it much.
Yeah, not a huge move here, as you can see there in on our SPY chart. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, friends, let's dive into this list. Yes, we are aware there are issues with the website, friends. So our IT is working on it. If we can put a comment here, because I know a lot of people are going to come in and do the same thing. If we could put a post, maybe, if one of the support team could put a post there that we're aware of it, so people can see it, that'd be awesome. All right, let's continue here, friends. What do we have? First one on deck this morning, FSLY. FSLY, we are up 41% fastly. We've seen this in the past. We traded it in the past. Today they got some volume, 3.9 million shares traded, and clearly in play this morning. John, what is the news driving these guys today?
Uh, like we said yesterday, big earnings week this week. So we're gonna have more companies reporting earnings. I think that's gonna represent a lot of our gap up and our gap down here this morning. But they did have earnings reported 12 cents per share versus 6 cents expected. So they doubled that if you want to look at it that way. And revenue came in at 172 million versus 164 million. So they double beat. Revenue grew 23% year over year, beating guidance, marking the fourth straight quarter of acceleration. And 2025 became Fastly's first profitable year. So that's exciting. It's always exciting when a company goes from a non-profitable to a profitable and gets over that milestone. So good for them. Could be great things ahead for Fastly. We'll see.
Yeah, could be interesting here. We'll, I will put it on the list. I haven't traded this in a very long time. I'll put it on the list here. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the main, probably on the secondary. We'll put it on the main list. Let's see how it develops. Let's put it here for now. We can always come back and make changes. All right, let's take a look at the next one. NVCR. NVCR this morning, we are up 33%, 1.1 million shares traded at the moment. And it doesn't look all that good. 91 million shares traded. For the most part on the daily, they're very light on volume. They don't get a whole lot throughout the trading day. But today, clearly, they got some action going on. Started last night. John, here you can see a nice gap up into the late hours of the post market. What is the take on this one?
Yeah, that news came out yesterday after the close, and that was this company's called Novocure, and they announced that the FDA in the U.S. has approved its Optune PAX device for use with chemotherapy in treating adults with a locally advanced pancreatic cancer.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have a few medical pharmaceutical related items this morning. This is one of them.
All right, there it is, my friends. NV CR on deck today, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have this one on my list. It doesn't seem like something I would trade, but it is clearly in play this morning. If you like it, put it on deck. I'm gonna keep it off the list. I think we'll find something a little bit better to look at today. Next on it here is gonna be VKTX, another one that we haven't seen in some time. They're up 15.1, 301,000 shares traded so far. So John, this is moving. Again, we've seen Viking Therapeutics before. Many times it's made our list. You can see here, go back to the daily, the gap ups and downs that we've seen many times. It's okay. When it has news, it can trade. Looks like today is one of those days where the catalyst is moving it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even look this one up because as soon as I saw the word therapeutics was in the title, I thought to myself, John, all you're going to do is type this ticker into a website, which is going to spit out something you can barely read, and you're going to read to the chat room and tell them that's good news for the company. But here we go. Viking Therapeutic advances VK2735 into dual subcutaneous and oral phase 3 with sub-Q Vanquish obesity trials, one fully enrolled and another nearing completion, and the oral study slated for third quarter 2026. Whatever. I don't know what any of that means, man. Sometimes I just don't know why we're reading this medical news. Unless, do we have doctors in the house? Literally, maybe they're enjoying this. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
good medical news and there's bad medical news, and this is good. So the stock is up. There you
All
go.
right, there.
You're gonna ask me about BBIO too, and I didn't even look up that one. I'm gonna get ahead of the game on that one. That's got pharma in the name, so you know it's gonna be another ridiculous thing for me to read. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It feels like a Monday. Usually we get all these therapeutics and pharmaceuticals and all these drug type companies and medical companies on Monday, but today they seem to be all jumping up here. So here's another one. Again, VKTX, probably not gonna watch it. These type of tickers do not they don't make my list. They end up not trading well at times. Here's BBIO. You kind of give us a heads up. Another pharma company. Again, up 13%, 491,000 shares traded. Most likely not going to be a great intraday trader. And a lot of them, they have a part of the reason why they're not great traders is because of um uh the volume. They don't get a lot of volume, right? So here they have one big day, 74 down to 64, 8.9 million shares traded. So, but for the most part, they're not getting great volume. Today could be a difference maker for BBIO. I don't see it making my list.
You know what? Janine in the chat is saying they actually had earnings. That's true. I'm dumping on this a little bit too hard. They did have earnings, reported a loss of $1.38 per share versus an expectation of 89 cents per share. So that's a miss. I don't have the revenue numbers, but yeah, they actually had a pretty big miss on earnings, but they're gapped up VKTX, not BBIO, but the last one. So I guess they're shrugging that off in lieu of their medical news. I don't know. Still there, Carlos?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yes, you
Oh,
talk about VKTX, right? On that
yeah, yeah,
news, on
yeah,
the earnings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean it's probably the only time we seen them. We used to trade them a bunch, friends, a bunch as well. But not anymore, not anymore. So if you like it, put it on your list. I'm gonna skip on it. I think there's gonna be probably better things to look at. I do like Fastly today. I think it looks really nice this morning. These other three that we just looked at, I'm not a big fan of. SMR is on deck this morning, gapping up here 8.8. Oh, this pre-market looks good. Look at that action right there. Up 10, almost 10% here. 2.4 million shares traded, as high as 17. Clearly, we've seen this stock in our radar many times. I like the volume on it, John. Do we have anything worth talking about today?
We do, yeah. I just got a note, Steve, in the chat saying my audio's breaking up. Does it sound okay?
I hear you fine. Which chat, YouTube or the chat room?
He's in the chat room.
Chat room, yeah, chat room could be a little funky.
Okay. Well, let me know, folks. It's if it's
Yeah.
breaking up. But yeah, SMR is a company called New Scale Power. They announced a new Department of Energy backed collaboration with Oak Ridge National Labs to develop an AI guided multi-reactor nuclear fuel. I can't say that word on the pre-market show for some reason. It's too early. Nuclear fuel management for its 12 module SMR plants. So AI guided nuke fuel management can't go wrong, right? I'm
Yeah.
bringing a little Peter vibe into the room. What could go wrong with that, right?
What could possibly go wrong with that? All right, that's SMR. I like their pre-market action though, so I'm inclined to add this to the list. We have traded it in the past as well, so yeah, maybe we'll put it on the list this morning. What's your thoughts on that?
I think so. Yeah, I like the catalyst, and yeah, it's something that's not a subcutaneous medical discovery or something. I'm down for it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to add it here to the list, friends. Again, typically not something we put on the list, but on the primary at least. But today looks good. I like the pre-market. If that can continue into the market open, we might have a good trading day on this one today. All right, continuing, friends. We looked at a couple all at the top. Fastly, NVCR, VKTX, VBIO, SMR made the list. SanDisk. Love this ticker. Do not love the risk management aspect of it. We are up 7.5 on a 1.3 million shares traded. Is anybody in chat trading this? Have you traded this ticker? And how
I
was
traded
the
it.
price action? Have you, John?
I traded it yesterday. Yeah.
Oh,
Same old story. You can't take many shares, but I went for the break of 605 yesterday, late in the day too, and it actually
mm,
popped really well. And I got a move up to about 612, so I got about a $7 move on it. Was looking for 615, never got there. It came back down. I got out of break even, so it was a bit of a womp womp in the end. But it's it does, yeah. Lewis is saying in the chat it trends well. I feel like it does, but it's the nasty spread. You got to take small size. You got to calm yourself down with the position size and trust that what you're going to get out of it if you hold, you're going to get $10 moves, $15 moves, $20 moves. Like that's what you got to go for.
yeah, it's definitely wild. In play this morning again, my friends. It is up here, 7.6, 1.3 million shares traded, and you just gotta again manage your risk accordingly if you like. I see a lot of people in chat say nope, won't touch it, too wild. Some have. So yeah, so we got a couple that have and some that don't like it. So that'll be a reason to add it to your list or not. So if you like it, put it on there. It's clearly in play. By the way, I love this daily. I like watching it. I'm gonna put it on the secondary list. I do like watching the way this thing moves, although I might not trade it myself. It is wild. Love seeing the way this thing trades. All right.
So do you remember this was moving yesterday, Carlos?
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this S SNDK and MU were both up a lot yesterday, like
Yep.
10%, maybe either of them at one time.
Yeah.
Um, and we were kind of wondering why, and we were kind of coming up short in the morning show, like trying to figure out what was going on. So yesterday, Goldman Sachs put out a report anticipating a significant undersupply of DRAM and NAND memory I don't know if you call that NAND memory or what, but coming up in 2026 and 2027, with DRAM undersupply projected at about 4.9 and 2.5% respectively. So, yeah, the memory shortage thing continues, which is giving a strong push to these stocks again. So these could be big players, for this year. It'll be interesting to see how it works out. You always wonder about these. Who's the next $1 trillion company? Is it SanDisk or MU? I don't know who has the bigger market cap, but could be a big push on these. It'll be interesting to watch. And is MU on the list this morning? Do you see it on the gap?
Yeah, it is. It's next actually. It's right on here. It's next, up 4.4% this morning, 2 million shares traded. So it's it's got some volume to it too.
Yeah, so I saw some news that they're rising as I haven't dug into this one, but a company called Kioxia had blowout earnings, and that's helping MU. I'm guessing that's another memory related company, but maybe someone in the chat or YouTube knows. But yeah, there's things afoot in the memory world. So I like SNDK and I like MU, but MU's the easier trader for sure.
Yeah. Friends, take your favorite pick. I do like MU better, so I will have that on the list this morning. I'm going to add it right on here next to SMR, MU, and I do have SanDisk on my secondary list just in case. All right. All right, that kind of covers our gap up. I mean, I see Oscar Healthcare, which again, typically every time this thing makes our list, we don't really look at it. I mean, it just doesn't trade very well. I'd rather look at some usual suspects instead of this one. So I'm probably going to just, again, keep it off the list. Look at it yesterday, right? Had the initial breakout and then just went sideways. So typically what it does, I don't expect it to keep trading well or to keep getting volume the way it has been in the last two or three trading days. So I'm going to keep it off my list. If you like it, definitely take a look at it. John, we'll go to you. Anything you like on this gap up list that we haven't covered, or something that's on your list that's gapping up today that you have a front and center?
Scrolling down my favorite top 12 here, SNDK is up the most, 7.5, and MU's following it at 4% up. So those are the ones standing out. Otherwise, there's not much really standing out. I noticed AMD and NVIDIA are both up over 1%. That's not going to hit our gappers list. That's not super impressive, but they are the next block of stocks that are kind of standing out. And going down my list here on my secondary, I don't see anything gapped up impressively that's not covered already. So no.
All right, there we go, friends. Let's see what's gapping down this morning. We got a couple here that are in the high digits. ICLR is the first one on deck, and these guys are down 33%. So big drop for them today. I don't see a whole lot of volume, only 422,000 shares traded. There are 75 million shares flow. If you look at the daily, they just don't get a whole lot of volume, right? So big volume yesterday, right? 3.5. Well, big volume for them, right? For them, because they're going from like less than a million shares traded to 3.5. That's a big jump. And then today already 500,000 shares traded, which is almost about half of what they normally do on good days, right? So, I don't know. I just don't think you're going to get the volume. I love this drop here, though, on Icon PLC, whatever this ticker is. John, anything new going on? Well, happening with this one?
Yeah. Are they up or down?
They're down. They're gapping down.
They're down.
33%.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is they announced an accounting investigation and delayed earnings triggered this decline. So yeah, they got some naughty news. That's never good to have a suspicion of your numbers. That's what's going on with them.
Some creative accounting. Yeah, that's not good. All right, let's see here. We'll keep that off the list. I just don't think it's going to trade well, friends. Be careful with that one. BAX, we are down 12%, 488,000 shares traded. Another one, again, also light volume. So these are going to be, if you have the space, you can watch them, see if you get the volume, especially this ICLR. If you can get volume, it can actually trade very well, but again, this slight volume like this, the spread's going to be messy. I already see a spread of like almost 88 cents. Clearly, the pre-market spread is going to be bad regardless, but I just don't think it's going to get that much better into the market open. So, you know what? I'm going to put it as a popcorn ticker just because I want to see Not that I'm interested in trading out. Just want to see what it looks like after the open. So I want to remind myself, hey, go back and look at this thing and see if they're getting any volume. Because if they get volume and they can trade well, it's tradable. But I'm putting my bets that they're not going to get the volume that we need to make it successful for us to take a trade. And I feel the same way about BAX, which is down 13%. John, anything to share on that one?
Yeah, they had earnings. They came in weak and they lowered guidance. So it's just all bad news all around for Baxter International.
Okay, yeah, that's not fun for them. All right, I don't like it. We'll leave that one alone for now as well. ASTX is next on the list here. We are down 10% this morning. AST Space Mobile, 1.2 million shares traded. We are down here, sliding from our previous recent high above around 120. Did get 130? We did get 129. Looks like. We're down this morning. I like the daily on it. I like that we're losing some ground here, losing some levels of support at around 95, at 100 there. We lost that. So next levels that you can have on the daily could be interesting. Volume is good. Pre-market is all right. You know what? I think this will be a day where we actually put ASTS mobile on the list. Peter will be proud.
Yeah, ASTS, they priced in $1 billion of convertible senior notes due in 2036. Blah blah blah. They're doing a financial reshuffle to raise money to try to lower some costs and maybe swap some interest in the short term for the long term. So yeah, I don't know if it's great trading news, but it does have some news.
All right. We'll see how it goes. Again, not the best trading ticker, but I like them this morning. I like the daily, especially. Let's see if we can get anything out of that one. Continue here with our gap down list, friends. QS is next. What do we have with QS? We are down 8%, 970,000 shares traded. I personally don't like it. This is QuantumScape. We've seen it many, many times. I don't think it trades well. Usually I end up watching, I'd rather watch like a usual suspects, like an NVDA, like a Tesla, which actually had a decent bounce. Yes, this decent recovery. Took a long time. I did take I took a reversal on my funded account on this trade here on Tesla. So I got in right around here. And again, it took a while. We finally got to our target here at around 429, but it did take all day. So could be interesting today. We are up slightly this morning, 560. So I'd rather have that on my list than QS. That's just my take on it. John, what's your thoughts on QS? And I know you're probably not going to have this on your list, but what do you like about it, if anything?
Yeah, not going to trade it, but they had earnings, reported a loss of 17 cents per share. Estimate was 16 cents, revenue of nothing, on
Yep.
an expectation of revenue of 10 million. Not a big player here. So yeah, it's not something I'm excited to trade.
Yeah, John. So not to harp on things. I don't like to harp on things, but I know your team lost and you were rocking their gear and they couldn't score. But today you got a sweater that of a team that actually can score. So today
Yeah,
you're actually in the winning side of things.
I've got my bearable. Yeah, it's somewhat vintage looking bearable
Yeah, I
traders
like it.
hoodie. Yeah,
It, it looks like those signs that when you go to war and everything's just kind of fade away. It looks like you went to war, which traders do go to war, and you're
Well, I
surviving,
should
man. You
certainly did.
survived.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's rapidly changing with each wash at this point. So it's almost like I don't want to
Yeah.
wash it anymore, or else I'll lose my identity
Yeah.
entirely. Yeah, it's a very comfy hoodie though for something that's
Yeah.
just off a merch store. You know,
No,
it's
that's nice. I like it. I gotta
not
get me
bad.
one of those. Yeah. So I like that. I like that. All right, friends. Let's finish off this gappers list here to the downside of things. QS again. We're not putting this on here. App Lovin AAP or APP to be correct. Did they have earnings? Was it like a couple of days ago, or
They
maybe I'm
did.
bugging? They did. Okay.
Uh, Today or this morning or yesterday, so it's fresh, whatever it is.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
what? So
they
what?
had
I'm trying to
earnings.
think what gapped them down last week. I thought because yeah, last week I had a nice gap down, but earnings was yesterday.
Earnings was let's see. Not that it matters. It was either last night or it was this morning. What is today? Thursday?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, last night or yesterday after the close.
Gotcha.
And their numbers came in at they beat on earnings per share 324 versus 289. Revenue was a beat as well, so there must be a lowered outlook or something. Yeah, I didn't quite get this one far down the list. I'll try to dig it up here, but there's got to be something because those numbers aren't bad. I got to get to a news beyond a paywall, which is hard to do these days.
Yeah. Um, all right, so there it is, friends. It is down 7.2 this morning, 714,000 shares traded. It's in play.
Well, they
You know,
they got the UBS cut its price target to 686 from 840. That's a pretty big cut there. That might be the thing that's kicking it in its butt there. Just this the target cut by that bank.
yeah, yeah. Secondary, I mean, it can be in place. Another one that is well known, but they get very light volume. So I am going to put it on my secondary list just in case we want to see how it's doing. But for the most part, it's not going to make my primary list. I'd rather look at something else. But they're clearly in play this morning. You can see their daily here dropping down 7.4. Got a little bit of volume. So yeah, let's take a look on how this thing looks today. All right, continuing, friends. To finish off our gappers list, the downside of things. NKTR, wasn't this one the high flying one yesterday? NKTR, this thing was up huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at this. Wow.
yeah. So this is just reverberations of whatever that was, and I've already forgotten what the news was on Nectar Therapeutics. Um,
It's a wild one, man. I mean, it's down today 7%, but this is after it was hanging out at 36, gapped up 48, 56. Then the following day, yesterday, gapped up again around 50, just below 60, all the way to 68. And today's just giving some back this morning. So, man, talk about it being wild. Nectar Therapeutics, we do have shares for short on it with Interactive Brokers, 1.7, quite a bit actually. And the float on this one is 18 million. So it is a low float ticker. Man, white glove service for this, my friends. Got to be very, very careful with this one. NKTR, we're going to put it right on here as the popcorn ticker. I will watch it, but again, be very, very careful. I got to say, though, for a low flow, it's been trading somewhat decent. It hasn't dropped off the face of the earth. That could come today, though, so let's keep an eye on it and see what it does here. All right. What else? What else? Let's do Cisco. Then we'll go to you, John, to see what you like. But Cisco this morning, we are down 6.6, 830,000 shares traded. The only time this thing makes our list, I'm going to take a wild guess. I haven't looked at it yet. It's probably earnings. I mean, they really don't move a whole lot. Very light volume for the most part. But today, gapping down quite a bit, making some noise after hours. You can see it right on here. So I'm going to, again, take a wild guess. This has to do with earnings.
It's the same old story. Yeah, it actually had pretty good earnings. I think it was a double beat, but mediocre forecast. What's coming up is not as rosy. So that's we've been saying this all week with all the stocks and earnings. We always say it's what are you going to do for me in the future? It's not so much what did you do for me last quarter. So Cisco's taking a bit of a hit here.
Yeah, not looking good there. So yeah, as far as it being tradable, it's a hit or miss. I am going to add in the secondary list. I do want to see what it does today, but it can be okay at times. I do like the pre-market action a little bit today. We got 848,000 shares traded, and although it's a Nasdaq ticker, I think most of the volume comes in after the open, anyways. So I might be able to put on the primary today. Let's see. Let's put on the primary. Let's see what happens. All right, friends. Andrew's confirming BBT site is completely up now. It's completely fixed. So head over to bearwithtraders.com. Before you leave YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Then go to bearwithtraders.com and you can get into the chat room. So thank you so much, guys. So it is fixed. You're good to go. All right, continuing here. That is my list so far. John, as far as gapping down, anything else you like this morning?
I don't even like gap down stocks, so I tend not to look at them, but I am, for everyone else's benefit, scrolling down my list here. And in my secondary list, there is Dell, which is down 4.4%. I don't know if they have any news or why that's moving. Not a great day trader. There's a period of time where actually Dell was kind of nice, and then it's kind of settled back into a non-day trading stock, in my opinion. But I don't know. I'm not sure I see any news here, but it's somewhat interesting that it's down. It's the stock down the most on my list and by a fairly decent margin.
All right. And there we go, friends. I like my list. It's a very mixed list right now. Tickers, right? We got Fastly, FSLY, SMR, MU, ASTS, and Cisco. So again, that's a list that I will have not guessed I would put together today. But let's see how it goes. And of course, we're going to be looking at our usual suspect. Of course, we mentioned Tesla already earlier today. We'll be looking at that one. It is moving nicely here on the daily. We've seen a couple of green days back to back on it as it tries to pull away from 420. But that will be on my list. So I'm going to add it here as well. And then I think that's pretty much it. On the secondary, I'm going to have AMD and NVIDIA because I do like to take a look at those and see how they're trading. We do have MU is the one leading the way today. So we like the way MU looks this morning. Let's just see if we can find an opportunity on that one. So I'm going to add NVIDIA slash AMD because I think those two are all part of this just semi-tech situation where they're all moving somewhat well, right? So especially MU and SanDisk, both of these two especially are moving very well in the last couple of days. All right, let's get to what you guys like this morning. We'll start looking in our chats, but first let's welcome our good buddy Mohashad 3. Welcome to the Lambos and Garbage Truck family, my friend. Glad to have you part of the group here. All right, let's go to chat. Let's see what you guys like this morning. What tickers are in place for you today? We'll start here in our chat room, which, by the way, the issue is fixed. Apologies for that, but you're good to go. VKTX, yeah, we did look at VKTX. Steve, I think, is in play today. Again, we'll have to see how the market open, how the volume comes in, right? Very light volume right now, 401,000 shares traded. I know you've been around for a bit, but we used to trade this a lot, and they actually traded very good. So it's going to come down to, can we get some good volume into the market open? So I don't have it on my list. I like some of the stuff I have here a little bit better. Maybe could replace app loving. And it's APP. I keep putting the AAP, but it's APP. Let me fix that down there. Maybe could replace this, because app loving we've seen many times, and it doesn't trail that well. So yeah, I'll make a decision later which I'm going to add, but it maybe could replace that. How about Oklo? Let's take a look at Oklo today. Oklo this morning, it is up 2.4, 300,000 shares traded. What they've been up to lately? Let's take a look. Oklo. All right, they've been moving. They've been moving up as high as 110, 115 recently, back down to 61. So yeah, so they've been actually doing some stuff. Intraday, oh, great day yesterday. But I mean, we can't give them too much credit for yesterday just because everything sold off yesterday. Like, we shorted Hood. You could have shorted Tesla. So much stuff that was short, just overall market. So they don't get a lot of credit for trading so well yesterday. We'll have to see today how they do. And let me see here. Just want to check something real quick.
I noticed OKLO was moving this morning, Carlos.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it, but they might be getting a boost from New Scales news with the.
Oh, yes, right.
It's nuke news, and they might be getting some sympathetic movement here.
Yeah. So I was thinking about adding them and maybe removing ASTS, but I do like SMR much better. I do like this pre-market action much better, like the volume much better. And I think this one can trade a whole lot cleaner. Oklo could be messy at times. Like I said, it's a hit or miss, so it could still be great. Keep your eyes on it. And actually, if you're going to be trading here live with us as we go into 9:30, give us a shout if it starts looking good, Yama. If it starts looking good, let us know, and we'll pull it up. So great to have all kinds of people looking at different things that we can possibly take advantage of. All right, what else, friends? ASTS is good. What else? Taking a look here over in chat. Who else do we have? Or what else do we have? Oklo we looked at. Okay. Well, we'll stop here then. Nothing else? Perfect. All right, friends. We're good. We're covered. I like the list. Not a blockbuster list by any means. I don't think it's a excellent list, but we've seen these type of lists do very well. I do see Rigetti coming up here. I know people like that one. They're making an appearance on the gap down list today. But again, not moving by much this morning, and they always have volume. Like they're always at 1.5, 1 million shares traded in the morning, so they're constantly doing that there. All right, let's go into our webinars, friends. Let's take a look at our. Hold on, let me turn this on. Let's take a look at what's happening for this beautiful Thursday. And as John walks you through this, I'm gonna run outside to take care of some things, and I'll be right back. So, John, tell them what's happening on this beautiful Thursday. let them know how they can join specials and make it as long as you can.
I'm going to start with a story for everybody.
Oh,
This is a
now see
inside my.
now I can't leave. You're gonna start with a story. I gotta stay and stick around for this.
Well, you go do what you want to do. I will drag out this Thursday thing as long as I can. And you know what? You can't be here to scroll. Don't worry about it. I'll go through this in the joining bearable traders, and you go do what you want to
Yeah,
do. And I'll tell you this pathetic story when you get back.
I want to hear, it, man. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, taking it slow. Today we have Lenny. No, I won't do that. Today's mentorship day, and we have 3 different sessions kicking off today. We have a mentorship with Lenny in the webinar room. So these are all for elite members, elite member access. Lenny's going to be talking trend trading membership today in the webinar room at 11 a.m. Eastern, and he'll be answering all your questions and talking also about his opening range break into continuation trade. So that'll be great. Very popular strategy, by the way, and basically it's what I do. The ORB high day break, same, right? So it's a very popular way to trade to catch those trends when they start to break out. So definitely join Lenny for that. At noon, we have the famous Jared Champagne doing his mentorship session on options trading. So for all you options people out there, and I know there's a lot of you, go ahead and join Jared there for that session. And then tonight, we have the incomparable Thor Young with his evening mentorship with Thor. And if you'd like to attend any of those, we can't scroll down today, so I apologize the lack of the graphics. But there's 4 different ways to join Bearable Traders. The way I recommend to a lot of people, $39 per week is a great deal. You're going to get access to the chat room, which I think is truly like it's the backbone, it's the soul of Bearable Traders. And this is where I've learned the most about trading is just being here every day. It's a webinar every day when you put it together, all the knowledge you'll pick up, and you can talk to the moderators live, and you can talk to your fellow community members, and it's a great way to get a taste of BBT. So $39 for 1 week, you can do that. The same level of access you'll get with $99 a month. Or if you want to attend these webinars, like we're offering with Jared and Lenny and Thor today, you're going to need elite access. You can do that for $199 a month, or super good deal right now. Use the code LOVE50 for our Valentine's Day sale. Join us for a year, $11.99. I lost $11.99 my first day of trading. I'm pretty sure, at least in my first week, no doubt about it. So, I think it's money well spent in the long run, and you get that funded account right now where you can trade a funded account with the possibility of making 10K and more than paying back your membership. So, consider joining us. And you're back, Carlos.
Yes, I'm back.
So,
All right.
so do you ever dream, Carlos, that seems like it happens in real time? Like it just is a very detailed plotting kind of dream, and
Yes.
it doesn't jump around. It's like it's real, you know what I mean? So I used to teach at West Point, the military academy. It's not far from you. It's probably an hour north of where you live or whatever. And I still
I'll
have
be
a
there.
bunch of friends there.
I'll be there on Friday
For
to
what?
check out some stuff. I got some cadet friends up there.
No
So
kidding.
yeah. So
Oh man.
I don't want to jump your story to another story, but I help cadets come down to the airport, so they don't have a way to get down. I do, so I got
You
my
never told
credentials and
me that.
everything. Yeah, so I go in. There's a couple of guys that are in the football team. I met their parents, and there's no way for them to get down. If they pay for an Uber, they charge them an arm and a leg. There's no airport nearby, so I go pick
Yeah,
up a couple of guys, a few times throughout the year, bring them down to the airport, and take them back home. So yeah,
that's
man, it's a great
fantastic.
thing.
Oh,
It's a way
thanks
to
for
give
doing that.
back,
Yeah, it
you
is.
know. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. We'll have to talk about that more. But yeah, so I had a dream that one of my friends invited me back to like kind of come back to the classroom, and just observe or whatever. And then he asked me if I could talk to the cadets in the class about trading. So, I asked him, does anyone here trade? And like all the hands go up, there's like, it was a big class. It was unrealistic because they cap out around 21 students per class, but it seemed like there were 50 or 60. But anyway, I start to go in. So my buddy's like, you can have the hour if you want, talk to them about trading. So I start to like think like, okay, where do we start? I go into basically like an entire webinar, kind of like your onboarding class you do every week. And it was like exhausting. I don't know what it was about it, but like, I swear to you, it felt like it took an hour to have this dream go by. And I was really tired. And at one point I was like, I asked my buddy, like, hey, I think there's 15 minutes left. Do you want me to like cut it off? He's like, no, they're loving it. And the cat's like, no, don't stop. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I do another 15 minutes, which totally felt like it was in real time. And eventually it ended. And I was exhausted because I was like shouting because the room was really big and my voice was hoarse in my dream. And it finally ended. And I felt this amazing sense of relief. And then I popped awake, like the relief was so strong, my eyes opened up and I came back into the real world awake. And the time was 6:58. My alarm went off at 7. It was all very bizarre. But yeah, that's how
That's
sad my
wild.
life is. I don't dream about, I don't know, beautiful women or Lamborghinis. I dream about giving webinars on day trading to college students.
Well, at least you're not like Andrew. He's dreaming about calling my wife, and I don't know what, I forgot what he was calling my wife to tell her something about some webinar. So, that was
We're,
hilarious.
we are all messed up. Yeah.
Oh man, we are all on something else here. All right, friends, let's get to it. Here's our list so far this morning. We have a good list. FSR, FSLY, SMR, MU, ASTS, Costco, and Tesla. Let's do some levels for this. And see how we end up. And looking forward to see how the market open treats us here today, friends. Let's start with FSLY, Fastly, one that we have traded before many times. I love the volume this morning and hope to get some action out of this one. Okay, let's start with the high of the pre-market on Fastly. It's going to be 13.99 right up there, and then the low of the pre-market 12.10. A little bit lower, right around this area, 12.10. And then once we do that towards the bottom, you do have some daily levels. We went right through our highs and lows previous day close. I mean, we are up 40% on this thing. So it's a big jump today. 11.27. You got a couple of days using that as support on this. We're going to mark that down. And then down here, we do have 10.19. For the most part. So that looks good. Towards the top, we haven't been up here in quite some time. So I'm just going to go to the left here. We're going down to 2024, early 2024, 2023 was the last time we were above this $14 target. Right over here, we do have a level at around 1528. And then another one, you got a minor one around 1462. So I think that's good enough for Fastly today. Again, big jump this morning, big volume. We have not looked at this ticker in so long. So let's see what it does for us this morning. Next, SMR. Today, they got some good movement, pre-market action, 7.3 up. We also got some good volume on it. There's some other ones that are moving like Oklo that might be moving in sympathy with this news. But today, they're the ones that are looking much better. Daily, not as good, not as clean. I love to be breaking out of this area here, right? Clearly, it's an area of resistance where you got your high of your pre-market. But let's see if we're able to do something. 1727 is the high. The low is down at the previous day close. Got a couple of daily levels slamming into that. You do have an area right over here too at 1613. You want to mark that down. Towards the top, the highs from just 2 days ago right on there. Got you covered. Towards the bottom, you do have the low of yesterday. And you do have this area down here in case you do drop lower, 1411. Once you do that, friends, you're pretty much set on SMR. Next, we have MU, continues to trade very well. Look at it go here. Look at this daily, how beautiful that is. You can also look at SanDisk also with some news there. They're doing very well this morning. High of the pre-market, 429.37. The low is at 420 on MU. And then towards the top there, we do have 442.17, and then all the way up here, your all-time highs, right? I believe that's all-time highs. Yes, wow, look at this chart on MU, friends. My goodness. The stock was 120 on September. 120. I mean, it has gone mad here. So 455.54 is your high up there, and again, just insane. So let's see if we could trade it today. And then towards as we look at the next one here, ASTS is another one, Space Mobile. I'm on the fence on this one. I like their gap down to 10%. I like their volume. How well they're going to trade, I don't know. I do like their daily as they're losing some ground here, losing that 195 level of support. So that could be interesting. Low of the pre-market this morning, 86.48. And the high is going to be up at 89.72. Above that, guys, tons of levels. Do not need to add anything else. I mean, don't make it more complicated than what it is. Keep it nice and simple there. So your levels are set. Towards the bottom, we're looking at 81.78. And then down here, another big level at 77.35. 31. So looking forward to this one. But again, I'm really on the fence, more of a secondary, but I want to see if today they can do something for us here. Cisco with earnings 80.68 is the high of the pre-market. The low is down at 78.61. Big drop for them, guys. 7.3 this morning. Towards the top, some levels we have 83.14. Then above that, we have highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. Below this pre-market low, we do have an area of some support here. Just below that, we're going to have marked down 77.67. And if we were to lose that, the next big level I see is going to be down at 76. Oh, yeah, 76.70. Look at the area of support and look how much resistance that level becomes in this area here. Looks like November, December. So you definitely want to have that down just in case we do drop down there. We do have that level we can aim for. Last but not least, going to be our good buddy Tesla. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Tesla right now, high of the pre-market for 31.50. Had a great reversal yesterday. Towards the bottom, the low is right just above the previous day close at 428.27. Actually, to the penny. To the penny, friends. Look at that right there. To the penny. 428.27 is your pre-market low, and that's also your previous day close. So don't need to do anything there. And then towards the bottom, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, doing a great job down here. And above the high from yesterday, right over here, look how yesterday ended pretty much flat. Above that, we are looking at 440.15. Once you do that, friends, you are set on Tesla. I like this one this morning, and yeah, I like the list. Should be interesting. All right, John, what is our team watching as we hand it off soon to Brian and Andrew trading live in our chat room?
Unmuting myself. Okay, we've got Megan looking at MU, SNDK, and FSLY. Jared says that's what she said, or what she's looking at what Megan's watching. I'm logged in as Hiltzy this morning. I guess I'll have to fix that. I'm looking at Tesla and MU. Phil's looking at NVIDIA, Tesla, PLTR, and Amazon. That's what we got so far. My list is probably longer. It was in a panic there, and I typed Tesla and MU, which I'll definitely be watching. I'll probably watch SNDK as well, to be honest. It's I like to dip my toe into the dirty world of high spread stocks.
Well, you traded it yesterday. You did well. So, yeah, man, why not? It's clearly in play today. So, I like it. All right. And I think we are pretty much set, friends. Anything else? There's Brian. Let me just finish this list here. Yep. So there's Brian, Tesla, NVIDIA, Cisco, BE, SPY, and the Qs for Brian as we get ready to hand it off to these guys this morning. All right, friends. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. As we get ready for the market open, we are set here. And I think POTR, people are mentioning that one. Uncle D trades. Yeah, it's I don't see anything great on it right now. But it's one that will come up. Like, I know you guys will call it off. If you see something great on it, let us know. We can always pull it up and see what is happening.
Carlos, did we talk OSCR this morning?
No, what is that? Oscar Health?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at an interesting daily level, and it's up 4.5% this morning. I think the R-vol is going to be probably up today. It's hard to tell because we're in the pre-market R-vol right now. But yeah, there's definitely a resistance here. If you go back and you look around, end of the year, December 31st, January 2nd, and then it's been knocking on this door here of kind of like trying to get maybe up to 1450 and beyond. So kind of looks poised to, I don't know, well, breakout or not, but there may be something here to trade today.
Yeah, could be interesting. I haven't had any luck with this one, so I'm probably gonna keep it off my list. But if you guys see something great, like, again, call it out, right? I can only watch so much, but great part about being in a community is that if you guys see something, say something. So that's for sure. Let's see, Gary, SanDisk, and APLD. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, no, Brian came in. Did you read Brian's? Tesla, NVIDIA, Cisco, BE, what is that? Bloom Energy, I think. SPY and the Qs, and Gary looking at SNDK and APLD, which I don't think we mentioned.
No, we did not mention APLD. Let's take a look on how that looks today. APLD. Yep, not seeing much on it, but there's something here that Gary clearly likes and it's going to be looking out for. So, all right, awesome, friends. We are all
And
set to
we got
rock and
Andrew in
roll.
here too.
All right.
Boss Boss man's looking at PLTR, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Cisco.
Awesome, my friends. All right. We are all good to go, guys. Andrew and Brian up next here in the chat room. Trade well today on this beautiful Thursday. With me and John are going to continue here on X and YouTube. So we'll catch you guys a little bit later. All right. So Brian is going in, and we are set up for changing things up a little bit here to get ready for X and YouTube. Here we go. I am tired today. Today is one of those days where I feel so tired. And hopefully that doesn't affect our trading.
I always feel tired on Thursday. Wednesday is my big day of the week, so when it's over, I feel this wave of relief, and then Thursday like beckons for a nap.
Yeah. So yesterday we went to my brother's house up in by Bear Mountain. Actually by where the academy is. So he's right across the other side of the river, on the other side of the mountain, and we were hitting ice off his roof because the ice melt is so bad in his roof that it's leaking into the house. So every time it gets warmer, around 35, 40 degrees, the ice starts, melting, and the
Ice
water
stamps,
it's going back into his house. He had to break his ceiling when the kids in the kids' playroom. So me, my dad, and him, we're up there for 4 hours just chipping ice away, man. So I am feeling it today.
There's been a lot of complaints in my town. Everyone's got ice dams and looking for people to help them out. And
nobody would
I
do
haven't
it.
not noticed any leaking or anything, but I should probably get up in my attic and look maybe, or I guess I wouldn't see it there necessarily. I don't know. I'm kind of like crossing my fingers and saying if I don't see water damage somewhere, I'm just gonna hope it didn't happen.
Yeah. Yep. Nobody would do it. He called a couple of companies, and they're just, nah, we're not into that. So we went up there and got it done. Oh, yeah, you was there near Newburgh, New York. Nice, nice. Void, we don't want to hear how it was in your 75-degree weather. All right, we just, I'm gonna block you. Blocking you now. We don't want to hear about your 70-degree weather. Where are you, by the way? Florida? I don't think Florida's getting that hot yet. All right, let's see here.
So where do you pick the cadets up, Carlos? How do you
So I go to the some of them are slick. What they do is they're in the football team, so they'll pick them up at the stadium, because if they have to leave, and hopefully no senior person is listening, if they have to leave the academy, they have to leave in the gray uniform. They can't leave in regular clothes. They have to wear a uniform, right? So to prevent that, they go into the stadium, they do practice, and they can leave in their sweatsuit and in their gym gear. They can walk out. They can leave with that. So they're very slick. I always pick them up there, or else they like get in trouble or get called out or something. So
it must be younger. Yeah, at a certain age, you can leave in civilian clothes.
Yes, two of them are actually, a lot of them are still rookies, right? So well, rookie of the team, but they're freshmen. So they're much younger than the senior guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It's funny, they live way down by the river, like at not quite at river level because the river is even lower than the school, but they live way down low. And then if they have a car, it's behind the football stadium, way up on the hill. So it's a pretty big hike to go to your car. It's not insignificant. You have to walk probably a mile and a half up a big steep hill. And
It's
I would always see
big,
cadets. Yeah, I'd see the seniors and the juniors walking up with a t-shirt in the middle of the winter, just their hands in their pockets and a t-shirt, and it's like 28 degrees out, and they're like walking your car. I'm like, dude, like, where is your jacket? If your mother was here, she'd have a heart attack. Like,
what fit. Yeah, it's a pretty big base post, and it's all on a hill. It's all like just on a hill. So there's no there's barely any flat areas besides the part where you get in, the visitor center, the part where you get in. It's all just on a hill. So
Yeah, it's interesting. It's all like one level. If you come in through Highland Falls, which is by the visitor center, you come in there, it's all that
Yeah,
that level kind of maintains all the way around to the front of the school where the parade field is, the real
yeah, yeah,
iconic looking shot of Washington Hall and all this stuff in the library. Yeah, that's all one level, and then everything else is uphill from there, like
yeah.
anywhere you go.
After that, it's just, oh man. But yeah,
The
it's
parking for a football game is terrible because the parking lots are all woven into the hill. So there is no massive,
so
big
bad. Yeah.
rectangular parking lot. It's all these like serpentine lots, like just
Hmm.
hugging the terrain and stuff. Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a chance to like get out and walk around and stuff, to definitely take advantage and do
It's
it in
it's beautiful. Yeah.
the summer times when it's awesome. Yeah, go
Yeah.
out to Trophy Point and just like spend a couple hours, walk around and check out all the cannons. It's amazing where that stuff came from. Like every war in our nation's history, there's a cannon there, like on the hill. You can touch a cannon from Saratoga, like one of the key
Yeah.
battles of the American
That's
Revolution. It's sitting there. And there were only like 7 cannons at Saratoga. Like to think that one of them
hmm
is just sitting there, you put your hands on it is really weird.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely great place, man. If you guys live nearby, you should definitely get a visitor's pass, get in there. It's beautiful. All right, friends. 30 seconds, a little bit more than 30 seconds to the market open here. See some things starting to move. SMR, Fastly, MU, STS, Cisco. Look at Cisco. Uh, see how that does. And Tesla also dropping down here. So we got a lot in the secondary list to look at AMD. I see it, AMD, NVIDIA, App loving. It's gonna be a fun open, guys. Be patient. Wait for the setup. Don't rush anything as we get to the bell. Here it is. Rock and roll. There's the action.
And watch the market too. Watch the SPY and the Qs and
Yep.
give it a few minutes and try to figure out, is this choppy or trendy? It's hard to tell. It's a bit of a judgment call, but
Yeah.
yesterday was pretty choppy, right, Carlos? I think the market didn't really trend yesterday. It more chopped.
Besides the initial drop, right? We had the initial drop, and then it just went sideways for a little bit. But the initial drop was good on certain tickers. All right, let's see what Tesla's doing here. INTC. All right, Cisco. Look at ASTS. Big drop right to the low of the pre-market.
Carlos, why didn't you tell me to buy S&DK back in like August?
Oh, the same reason why you told me to buy MU in September.
I'm counting on you for these long-term investments.
Oh man, it's just insane. I tell you, insane. Wow stuff.
I thought they just made little cards that go in cameras and stuff.
The little SD camera cars, yeah, they're
I had no idea. I'm so ignorant.
doing a little more than that now. Looks like and doing well. And doing well. Friends over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Helps out a ton. 400 is our goal. We're sitting at 265 likes so far with 1,100 people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys being here, your support, and trading together, really. Trading together is a whole lot of fun with you guys. So thank you for that.
This
We
is my
may have to
last day,
change
so give
this.
me a like if you
Oh,
liked
yes,
me,
right.
or if you didn't, give a like for Peter coming back. But either way,
Either way.
click the
I
thumb,
like that.
click the
Either way.
button.
Thumbs up either way. Yeah, fastly moving here. Nice ORB on a 1 minute there. SMR getting no volume whatsoever. Nicey stock, just a reminder. So it might come in a little bit later. Nothing to see right now. MU. I like MU. Got the pullback, the bounce off the VWAP. Do we have the push to get higher?
Fastly is a cheap stock. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yep.
I didn't even catch on that this morning. I always thought that was $100-something stock. Not even close.
Mm,
Did it
just
used to be?
checking. Did they have any kind of
Yeah, a long time ago.
split or maybe or oh it was okay.
I mean, way back in 2021, this was over $100. It's been a while.
Gotcha. All right, friends. Andrew is long AMD. Just got in AMD. If you want to see those lives, trade that live action, head over to BaberTrades.com. He's long AMD. And let's see if we can get the breakout. MU is doing the same thing here. Similar setup to what AMD has as well. I do like it for a possible long here. Also, you still gotta we still within the 1 minute ORB area right in here, right? So I'm still considering this a 1 minute ORB. Oh, that pullback looks good.
Watching Tesla here, Carlos, very intently, but
Yeah,
maybe that's because I'm like a moth to a flame on Tesla, but wondering if it wants to break out above 434 here. It's got some upper wicks and some lower wicks, so it doesn't have the best looking chart, but I liked how it was performing yesterday, and I think this thing might want to give a push. And I missed it. There it goes. I could not catch that entry. Okay, let's see if that runs. There was no catching that. Hopefully that fails.
I'm gonna wait for a 5 minute ORB because again we had the
Oh,
opportunity for a 1 minute on MU, but at this point the way it's pulling back, you might as well for a 5 minute ORB. Although Atlas is looking rather bearish, more bearish than I would like. It's a little mixed. It's a little mixed, a little all over the place, right? So it's not as clean as I would like it to take a long on this. So I'm not sure.
okay.
It can go either way there.
Tesla's ugly. That one candle told me everything I needed to know about Tesla for the next few minutes. Like, I'm not touching this thing. That was a wild candle. This thing's very erratic. So this is dangerous. Gotta be something better. Might be good in 5-10 minutes from now, but at the moment it's a little weird.
Yeah. All right, MU. What do we got, MU? Okay, MU's looking better for a possible long. Like the bounce here.
Yeah,
It's funny because I was calculating those. You got to give it like almost $2-3 on MU. I didn't think it was that much.
You do.
I
It's
thought it was
crazy.
gonna be
Yeah,
like
so
a
that I
buck,
have a
but
problem
it's.
with MUs.
Say again.
Yeah, I've taken 200 shares of MU before and gotten very slapped in the face because I'm not
Yeah, no, you
appreciating,
can't
or,
take
or
that
even
much.
or maybe it's 100 shares. Yeah, it was probably
Yeah,
100
yeah.
that I was taking.
I'm gonna getting long here, guys. Hold on, I gotta see my calculation. 29. Okay, so we gotta do. So I need 26.50. That's $4. That's $3.50. All right, so okay, I'm long MU. We're long here. My stop is 26.50. So we did reduce our share size. 26.50 for 426.50. 426.50 right here. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be like $1 or two, but this is quite a bit. You got to give it here. All right, let's see. Looking better on the Atlas. Not loving it, but looking much better. And let's see if we can get the break here. All right, we at least need $4 because we were risking two something. At least need four. So let's see if we can get that out of MU. 432. We'll love 433. We might only get $3, which we'll take it. But if you look at 433, it looks very nice up here. We still got to get to 432. Got to push through that and see if we can get to that.
A long FSLY here, Carlos.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna stop at break even, and I
Mhm.
might get stopped out here. I'm in Fastly right now for a high day break, and it's
Yep.
initially working, but I already moved my stop to break even because it's acting pretty weird.
Even MU is
Yeah.
acting weird, man. We hit like 434 briefly, and it's just like it's very weird. Even the level 2 is acting weird on this thing. I don't
Okay.
yeah, quite love it.
I'm out of Fastly at break even. That was, I actually got a nice little pop initially, but that didn't want to go. That's an unusual stock. I'll leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Tesla is going. There's no way I could have found this. This is not what I call a clean breakout. This is a very bizarre breakout. So no regrets on not being in Tesla. I wouldn't want to hold through that anyway.
Yeah. Did it pull back or I'm not looking at it
It
right now.
it it didn't pull back. It put in a weird sort of doji-esque candle around 934, and then it decided to sort of find its way upward. But I can
Gotcha, I
just tell
see
by
it.
looking at a 1 minute chart that would be difficult for me. The way it's moving, like it would be hard for me to move my stop to break even and then maintain that without getting stopped out. And so I
Yeah.
ultimately I'm looking for clean breaks, and so I'll keep looking for one.
All right, 435, friends. Can we get there? Atlas is telling me yes, but the price action is weird. And it's funny because Atlas is looking weird, but it's not Atlas. It's just MU's price action. The way the orders are coming in are creating this weird like profile of the actual stock. So the price action is not the greatest. But if I look at Atlas, it's telling me, hey man, 435, be patient. We're trying to go up there. So I'm gonna see if this is going to play out. We're just dabbling right now at 435, and I think we are going to get it, friends. Here it is. We're digging in. 435. That's close enough. I'm gonna take a partial here. That is close enough. So partial at 435, and let's see if we can continue to head higher. We couldn't get through that 41,000 shares there at 435 on Atlas. So I want to see if we can get through that. I'll take another partial as we push higher. Um, let's see. See if we can get above that. So this is a partial near 435. And next level, what do we have on the daily for MU? I got 442.17. I mean, MU can do that, but yeah, I don't know.
Notice Tesla rejected yesterday's high, by the way. Not a surprise. It's a very tough level for stocks, and that's where it wanted to crap out here.
All right, let's see about 5 minute ORBs working here. Atlas, all right, there it is, 435 on Atlas. We're breaking through that. We're digging in, taking care of those shares. Let's see if we can push through that bad boy there. Frank, I put a $4 risk on MU. I mean, MU, I'm assuming, and now you're able to breathe. Yeah, you got to give it room. I was surprised. I have not traded MU. It's the first time we traded MU since it's been doing this. And I was surprised. Like, I was looking at my entries, my 5 minute ORB, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is almost a $3 stop. But hey, that's what you need to do sometimes. So with that, now I want to make sure I can give it room. Oh, beautiful Atlas. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at Atlas. Look at this. Yes, I'm holding 436. I'm gonna hold. We'll take a partial at 436. Come on. Actually, why don't we wait for 37? I'm not being greedy. I'm just looking at the data. The data says 437. We're building orders there. So Atlas is telling us 437. And there it is. That's close enough. Take a partial here, friends. Wow. MU for the win, friends. What a Thursday. Just beautiful, man. Nice, nice, nice. Um, level 2 shows me massive orders at 437. Gotcha, gotcha. Good, 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 good. Yeah, and if you look at MU on Atlas, it is all, I mean, all bullish, friends, right now. Look at this. All bullish, right? So we went through 435, went through that, went through 436. Now we're starting to see orders at 439 up there and 440, which is we have a level. We have a level at 442.17. So it's all the way up there, the level that we have off the daily. And right now we're climbing really, really nice. But there's nothing. This is not significant. Yes, we might still do some pullbacks like we're doing here. But it's not significant to pull it down yet. At least it shouldn't. But nothing's for certain. Can the SPY do something weird and drag everything down? Yes, we've seen it happen so many times. But let's see if we can.
I'm long
438.
SNDK, Carlos, at 655.
My
But I
man, let's
need
go.
I need a pretty good move. I need at least like 665 probably.
Yeah, yeah. How is that looking
Yeah.
on Atlas? I know, and
Oh,
they
it's
have
always going to
usually
look good, but
less
it's,
volume. It's just the
there's going to be
pullbacks.
a
Oh,
lot
there it
of
is.
greed up.
You're getting your move now, though. There it is.
Yeah. I need a big move though. I didn't take a lot of shares.
And you need the stop too, right? You're giving it a reasonable stop, so you need to be able to get the move to make it worth your while. All
Yeah.
right, let's
Oh,
see if.
there's a nice move.
Oh, that's a nice one. 668 coming up. Come on.
Give me 669.50 and I'll get out, I swear.
Oh
I'm gonna put a
man.
range order in actually. Six sixty
Yeah.
nine 49, and I will sell this. But you gotta give
Beautiful.
it to me. You gotta give me that. The reason I'm doing that is because 670 is a decade level, it's a $10 level. And I swear to you that stocks reject the initial move to decade levels, they often reject at the 50-cent level below it. And
Yeah.
I might be imagining that, but I swear I've experienced it many times. So I'm just gonna put a put a target there.
All right. We're getting a
Oh
little bit
no, the
toppy
market's
here.
dropping. Don't
Yeah.
spy. Don't do this to me. Damn
Oh
it.
no.
Just go
I want
up
to
for
get up.
once.
I'm getting partial. Taking a partial here because I did see it get a
Um,
little toppy there. You know what? We still got tons of orders up there at 439. Like I mentioned it too. The spy could ruin this. This is the one thing that can ruin us here is the spy doing some. Look at this. Let me be
hate this.
nice.
You
What are
better
you
flip
doing?
that candle, spy. All right.
What are you doing? Um, yeah. MU wants no business going down, but the spy is messing things up. So I took another partial just in case we do decide to turn around here. Um, we don't want to come back with that many units back to uh, below 435 or below like our 9 moving average is a good indicator, right? So we don't want to be settling down below that. So let's see. Not looking good though. Spies messing things up. Looks like.
I really think I took the gas out of my trade. Hard to say, but oh man, do not come back to
Yeah,
break
look
even. I
at
was doing
that. Look at
so
that.
good on that trade.
Look at
You
that, man.
piece of shit.
Yep, yep.
I'm done. It's cooked.
Yeah.
And
Look at
and
got your break even in.
fuck, God,
Did
yeah,
it
I'm
get
out.
you?
You
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me. Yep.
Um that's a great question. If the spy can ruin everything, then why not why don't you just trade the spy? You could trade the spy. I mean I like let me just get out of this trade. We're gonna hit break even. We had a good move here, but a break
You know
even we're
why that
out.
answer is for me?
Mm-hmm.
I use the SPY as an indicator of trading other things. Like it's one of my
Yeah.
pieces of my entries and kind of the management of the trade too. Um, like say I didn't have my stop at break even on that trade and I was thinking about it, but I wasn't quite sure I wanted to do it yet. And then I saw the SPY doing that candle, I would have moved my stop to break even because I would think it's likely to kill the trade and bring it lower than where I entered. So I need the
Yeah.
SPY as an indication of what my stock is doing. And when I've tried to trade the SPY or the Qs, and I feel completely blind because it's like, why are these moving at all? Like I don't have
Yeah.
any feel for it.
Yeah. No, I agree. A spy is an indicator for me as well. And just look at the difference, right? Like look at our trade on MU here. Look at that beautiful 5 minute ORB. Look what the spy did during that time, right? You did not get the push up on the spy, right? It went sideways. MU went up, right? So, if I would have looked at the SPY to trade that one, then I would have not had to move on MU. So the SPY is good to trade when it does moves like this one. Like this is an aggressive move out of nowhere, but they're very difficult to catch. Like you don't know when this is happening, why this is happening. Sometimes it's news related, or somebody says something that the market didn't like, or who knows. So it's very difficult to trade this year. But if you look at MU did very, very well. Now, let's say, for example, the SPY would have been, as I'm looking to go long MU, the SPY would have been dropping like this. I wouldn't go long MU. because I don't want to go against the SPY. Now, if the SPY drops a little bit, that's not significant. That's not a big deal. But if you're dropping heavily, then that's more of an indicator for me to be careful, right? Some stocks are not going to care. They're still going to go. They're going to run their direction. But for the most part, stocks give in when the SPY in the market does something aggressive. Like see now MU is trading with the SPY clearly. You see that? See that drop here? And I'm going to get out of MU because the SPY continues to drop. It's probably going to come to my break even. So we're going to get all out. But you see now it's different. The SPY is taking control of things. And you can see that spot right there. So what do we do now? Let's look for a VWAP breakout. VWAP breakout down on MU if the SPY is going to continue to sell off. Let's see. Although Atlas on the SPY is still very bullish, right? I'm sorry, MU on Atlas is still very bullish. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that's the reason for it. Peter, my friend, are you trading today? Look, Peter's in chats. Peter's like, the SPY is like watching traffic patterns from a chopper, but individual stocks are likely are like watching the car in front of you. 100% agree. 100% agree. So, all right, let's see here, friends. All right, good trade on MU. Wow, MU is going to come to the list now, man. MU is clearly a stock that's trading much better, but you got to give it a very wide stop. Like we gave this, guys, almost a $2 stop on this thing, right? So that's why we waited so long, because we need to at least get $4 out of it, which we did, but you need to give it a lot of room. No trades for Peter today. He's just watching the market.
Oh, Peter's back in Ottawa.
Got in at 3 a.m. Yes, yeah, you don't want to trade on that lack of sleep. Cisco selling off. ASTS nothing. MU might hold the VWAP here. We'll see. SMR didn't do much. SMR was actually pretty garbage today. Fastly did have a nice breakout, guys. If you took this 1 minute ORB, you did very well. So they got a good breakout. Not doing much right now. MU trying to hold the VWAP. Cisco continues lower.
You know who's at all-time highs right now? Just now?
SanDisk. Oh,
Walmart.
Walmart. WMT. Is there a recession
Walmart
coming?
sneaking along while we're trading all this crazy tech stuff. Walmart's just chugging along.
Walmart. All-time highs, huh?
I think so, right? It's got to be. Looking at a weekly.
It is. If your company's not all-time highs during this time, you're doing something wrong. Clearly
Microsoft.
Clearly something's not clicking. Let's take a look at our secondary. NKNTR, nothing. This is dead. Nothing's happening there. I see LR. Had the big drop, and usually this happens. You get the big drop, and then you did have a little drop here, but then just kind of go sideways, figuring out what's next. Are we going to bounce? Are we going to go lower, or just stay the same? App 11 was actually okay. Initial drop, but nothing I love. AMD, oh, this is a good VWAP breakdown. Breakdown here. Here's the pullback, entry there, and then the market clearly helped this, of course. But this was trading with the SPY. It's a good drop towards the VWAP. Yeah, AMD was actually interesting. Even in engulfing on the 5-minute as well. That was interesting. NVIDIA is back to its old self. It's VWAP. So VWAP. Yep. Value weighted average price. Yes.
SanDisk is coming up again. I don't know if I have the stomach to try this twice, and it's also now up 10% after being up a good amount yesterday too. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, came right to my break even, so I'm out of it the rest of this year on MU, unfortunately. Um, and I don't like. I would love to be able to have a strategy to get back in here, but I need to get into a strategy. And this is not a strategy for me. A bounce off a VWAP for me is not a strategy. And once you start trading outside of the strategies, you start getting into wishy-washy trades. Those are not going to pay you out long term. You know, that's just not going to work. So uh, consistently, they can work one time, but consistently they're not going to work. Okay. Tesla, SanDisk, Andrew in chat. Say hello to Andrew, guys. Please play the chop in NVIDIA. No way, Jose. No. I'm not playing the chop in NVIDIA, man. No, I'm done with that. My NVIDIA chop days are over. It didn't even make our primary list. It's down in the secondary with AMD. But this is you could scan this in Target and get like a garbage truck item of the toy aisle. It's a barcode, man. This is no, you don't want to deal with that. No way. So, but again, many times we've seen this, friends. We've seen the stock do very, very bad, and then an hour and a half in, it's a beautiful. Yes, garbage trucks. Let's do that. It's a beautiful breakout trade. So, you know, we're not even a half hour into the market open. So let's be patient. Let's wait for the setup. And let's see.
I'm setting alerts on all kinds of stuff because why not? So
Yeah. How about
anything
how
with
about
an
SanDisk for you? Do you have an alert on SanDisk for that high
I
of day?
do, I do,
Okay.
I do. It's hard to figure out how many shares to take of this thing, which is where equalized risk per trade
Yeah,
hotkey would
helps.
probably come in
Yep.
handy. I mean, that's the more responsible thing to do, but I usually take a fixed amount of shares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tesla.
What does SanDisk have left, and how many shares would I have to take to make this worth my
Mm.
while without getting my butt kicked? These are the questions.
Ian, that's perfect, man. So Ian saying he's starting a 5 day office job, so he has to pause trading for a while. He'll be practicing in the weekend in the replay simulator. He's 28 years old. He's a kid. He's young. Nice. So we'll plan on perfecting my game over the years and then return. Thanks for everything. That's awesome, man. Keep in touch, man. Keep in touch. And yeah, use a simulator. Tune in if your job allows you to. You know, while they're not doing anything, just put on the show as a radio. Have it running as a radio in the background. You know, get into the chat. Just have it running there, and leave it on as a radio in your office, and just kind of stay in tune, right? And keep practicing, and come back when you're ready. We'll be here. Market's gonna be here. It's not going anywhere. And everybody's worried about this 24-hour trading. We're getting so many emails about this 24-hour trading. Is the market's going to change? Is this strategy going to work? You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. There will always be a place for retail traders, right? Maybe our strategies might have to change a little bit, but I think the market will always have a place for retail traders, right? So I think we'll be fine. Not for us to be worrying about now. Let's wait till it happens. And then we'll adjust like we always have done for many, many years. So we will adjust.
Tesla might be going down to PDC here. It's a interesting level always. Could it bounce? Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Market's also diving below low a day. So, I mean, Tesla's actually been responding quite a bit. If you look at a Tesla chart and look at the SPY chart, they are very similar this morning, more than anything else on my screen. So if the market keeps diving, I don't think Tesla's going to get saved here at the previous day close.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
Beating a second. Asking how much did influence the three candles in a row which bounce off the VWAP and MU to go long? Is this kind of behavior a strong indicator for a long 5-minute ORB? Let's take a look. So MU, we have it here. So 3-minute, this one? Or are you talking about my entry here? Bounce off a VWAP is you here? Or are you talking about what it did just recently? Talking about A or B? Ben, you doing your funded account? Very nice. You risked $8 and it failed. Okay, good. I like to hear that you're risking very small amounts. That's good. That's good. Um, yeah, that one did fail. The spy is not helping longs right now. So we just gotta wait till the spy to stop bleeding and give us an opportunity here. All right, so you're talking about A. So yeah, oh, these candles definitely played a part. The bouncing off the VWAP like this absolutely played a part in getting long in this 5-minute ORB, right? So here's our 5-minute range, right? That's it right there, 5-minute range, and then these this buying pressure here plus the confirmation from Market Atlas, right? Market Atlas, when we're looking at this, the orders were up at 435, heavy orders, 41,000 shares at 435, right? And then we have orders at 436 and then 439. So all that information says, this can possibly be an entry for us in the 5-minute RB. So we got in, set our stop below VWAP. All right, so we're risking 1R. And we're going to try to get at least 2Rs, right? We got all the way up to here. We could have had 439. We didn't get there. So we at least got 2Rs out of this trade, right? So, but yeah, these candles, all this information plus Market Atlas, all that information helps you determine to jump into this trade alongside with the pattern. So we find the pattern first. The pattern is the 5-minute ORB, and then we look at our information, Market Atlas, level 2, the price action, indicators, VWAP, to make sure everything aligns to take this trade, right? And make sure the SPY is not dropping, which it wasn't at that time. It was actually going sideways. So you look at all this information, this creates your edge, right? And you only trade stuff that you have an edge on. So yeah. Next month, I got the schedule for next month. I'm doing a 5-minute ORB class for Bearwood Traders webinar. So look out for that. It's going to be in March. I got the dates here. I'm preparing actually, I'll put this example will be on there. We're going to do a deep dive into 5-minute ORB, everything we look for. So look out for that. It'll be next month. Bright light for kids. Not every day. We lost on Monday, but every other day has been great. But yeah, we have our losing days. We just keep it small. We keep the losers small, and then the green days are able to pay for the losses. Right. That's the name of the game. You know. So, but not every day. We have losers. But what I do want to start trading more is my funded account. So we did $100 yesterday on the funded account. So here we are, our beautiful funded account. We're up $900 now, 962. I'm trying to get to 10K before the 3 months. So we're on our way. We're doing good. We'll get another trade today on this thing. Probably another reversal play if things keep selling off like this. So let's see. John, any alerts going off for you?
No, in fact, I just went down my entire secondary list, and third list, like this is a good 50, 60 stocks, and there's just nothing, everything's going down with the market across like a lot of sectors. So
Yeah.
the only thing that is kind of threatening to go to its high of day at the moment that I can see is OSCR, which is Oscar Health.
Oh.
And
yeah.
but we mentioned that the problem with that is I to my eyeball, I see a sticky daily level. And when you try to trade high day breaks on stocks that are trying to like break an obvious daily resistance,
All right, let's see. Are we done? Is the market done selling? Can we go long now? Is the SPY giving us a break here? Because I don't see anything setting up for a short. Because a lot of the stuff, you guys know I love the VWAP, right? VWAP is a big indicator for us in our community for reversals for a lot of our trades. So you're going to learn a lot about that when you go through the courses at bearwoodtraders.com. So I like trading the breakouts out of there, VWAP strategy. And I've been practicing the reversals on the funded account. If I do good with the reversals on the funded account, I'll start putting something together for reversals because I would love to do reversals, man. I think they provide the best risk to reward when they work. They're awesome. So if we could build that double bottom reversal play, that would be real nice. Here's MU at the VWAP. Are we gonna get our strategy here? Don't love it, but it's doing something there. Meta. Yep, trying to hold. SMR, nothing. Fastly didn't do much. Just went sideways, lost a lot of volume by now, so nothing happening there. POTR. What is POTR up to? Rough start, but starting to look much better now. I like Tesla, guys. Hopefully Tesla can give us a good reversal. And if you want to trade something with at a lower price, because Tesla is a higher price, some people don't like trading stocks at 430. Look at TSLL, $16, and it does the exact same thing that Tesla does. So you look at Tesla for the actual setup and strategy, right? You'll look at Tesla, and then you can trade TSLL. So here's Tesla, right? It's just overlapping. Look at the overlap on my markings there. It's exactly the same, right? Just, again, be reasonable, be smart, use common sense. Do not risk more just because you can afford to buy more. You don't want to do that. Set your risk to a reasonable amount. That's very important, right? So be reasonable. AMD trending towards 200. Yeah. Wow, we had such a beautiful trade on MU. The SPY messed this up, man. I know you had Sanders as well. The SPY just killed us here. Killed our opportunity to get us higher. But this thing was gonna go. Everything was looking great for like 442 on this thing. Not complaining. We had a great trade on it, but man, this could have been like take off tomorrow, go on vacation for the weekend type trade. Let's see here. MU, SMR. Fastly trying to do something here. I don't think it has a lot of juice, but Fastly's trying to get towards the 1528 level. Slightly below the high of the day there.
Watching Fastly, I've got an alert set, so we'll see what happens. But it's up 61%, which means it's gone bonkers. So it's could it go up 80%? Definitely could.
Yep.
And could it finish the day at at 20% up? Definitely could. So, but it's got potential. Google alert just went off, Carlos. I probably had that one set a bit low, but
for Google, high of day. Okay, here it is. Ooh, yeah. I want to take a high of day, but I'm not taking it in my real account. I'm gonna take it on funded account. Because I don't have a trade book for that.
This is a single candle push, so you kind of wanted to catch this one a bit earlier.
Yeah. Let's see if it pulls back. I would love a pullback and then I like the pullback and then the breakout. I would love to see that.
They're both valid, yeah. If you trade the retest, what I call it breaks, and it comes down to retest. If you trade those instead of straight breaks, you'll get the winners that I get out of break even, but I will get the ones that run straight. So it kind of comes out in the wash.
It's a great point because if you look at the view at breakout, the way Andrew trades it, he gets in on the breakout. So his entry is usually very, very good. And if it keeps going, he's going to have an amazing day. I wait for the pullback, and my entry is a little bit worse, but I might not get stopped out if it doesn't run right away. I'll miss the one that he gets, and there's a pros and cons. And after you average it out throughout the entire quarter, we probably come out with the same win rate. But I feel more comfortable doing it the way I do it. He feels more comfortable doing it the way he does. So you just got to do what works for you mentally as well. So it's not all just about specific strategy. It's also about how do you feel comfortable taking this setup over and over and over again, right? And he's very good. He's very good at getting that one entry right at the VWAP for the breakout very early. That's why he's good at trading the 1 minute ORB when it continues. I'm not really good at that strategy. I prefer the 1 minute ORB in golfing. Why? Because it buys you more time to think about it. And that's part of the trade. It's a big part of it, finding out what you're good at. So for me, like on Google here, yeah, I would love a pullback and the retest, right? And then the push up high, which we're kind of getting now. Bit of a pullback here. Wow, Tesla's failing the reversal, Francis. I'm not in it, but it's pushing lower, making a new low at the moment. All right, so that's right. Monday is a holiday. I forgot about that. So we are off on Monday. It's a long weekend. Um, so our good buddy Abby was asking us when are we doing the onboarding class? I'm gonna keep the onboarding class on Monday. We're gonna keep it Monday, same time, because what happens is if I do it Tuesday at 7, then everybody that has it engraved that it's Monday at 8, they miss out on it. And then when I do it Tuesday at 7, not a lot of people show up. So we'll keep it the same. We'll keep it Monday. Federal holiday, President's Day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I just told my wife for Valentine's I'm closing everything on Monday so she can have another day's rest. So that's what I told my wife. Like, no, it's a gift for you, sweetie. Closing everything down. So reminder, it is Valentine's Day, friends. So if you have that significant other and you haven't done what you're supposed to do, make sure you take care of that. Go out, get chocolates, get flowers, do what you have to do. And reminder as well that we do have an amazing promo going on right now. Love 50 gets you the elite annual membership 50% off. It's one of the highest discounts that we give. And on top of that, cherry on top, right? Chocolate frosted bouquet here. Strawberry chocolate frosted bouquet. You get the funded account. One funded account for free. I mean, you really can beat that. So definitely check it out. bearwithtraders.com. Scroll down. You can see all the options right on here. Okay. Your birthday is February 14. Oh, nice. All right, I think Google's setting up nicely, John.
It came back.
Let's see here.
I don't know what it's doing, man. It's a tricky one. Not a lot of bullish craziness in stocks today. Still watching Fastly that made a push up toward the high day and then it flamed out. So it's trying to decide what it wants to do here. I get an alert reset on that one.
All right. MU, what's MU doing? Oh yeah, MU failed. Failed the VWAP breakup and is moving lower here. Yeah, SPY's not letting up, friends. SPY is in control right now. Overall market is just not letting up and is really pushing things lower. I got a question. How many people are doing the funded account here in on YouTube? Just type me or let's put an Andrew emoji face if you're doing the funded account. I'm doing the funded account. How many people are doing it right now? You're actively doing a funded account. I want to see me. Okay. Mouse for a cure. Awesome. You tried twice. Okay. Did you do better the second time, or you got to go back and simulate it and practice? How did it go? Once I will. Okay. All right. Awesome. Cancun on Monday, but starting the account after. Okay. Good turns. Nice. Waiting on the win, Matt. Yeah, we got your win is right there. Love 50. Can't get better than that. You have the real. Yeah, Chris, you gotta be careful with that, right? Because it happens like you're trading series on your real account, then you go in the funded account and you will take trades that you normally won't take in the real account. And it could be tricky to do that.
All right, Carlos, I'm in FSLY at 1535. And
Let's
let's see.
go.
Let's go. Come on. No break even.
Yes, very nice, very nice. All right, let's see what
Oh,
happens here.
Jesus. No, it's gonna come back down.
It's
Will
rejecting
something run
hold.
straight in this world? Like nothing will run straight for
I
me these
know,
days.
man. It's
Used to be so much easier. This is ridiculous. There you go. I'm out of break even.
yeah,
Ay
it's
caramba.
we're going through these stretches, man, where it's just like we're not getting that
Ay
beautiful
caramba.
continuation. You're just not getting it's tough. Second time for you. Okay, nice, nice. Lasted 4 weeks. All right, good. That's nice. I like that a lot of people are doing the funded account, and not risking real money just yet, because it's. Oh man, hold on. Tesla friends, are we ready? Tesla, look at the beautiful bounce off the previous day close. I feel like I missed it already. Uh, yeah, Tesla's great entry would have been at least under close to 428. Hunting guys, I found out about this channel not too long ago. Really cool watching you two trade, commenting. Great work. Thanks, man. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. Again, we hope that is helpful. We hope that is helpful, giving inside look what trading looks like. Not from a point where we're trying to just take crazy trades, right? This. I think this is more what real trading looks like, opposed to just sitting here just going long and short everything. Like I don't. I think there are more traders that trade this way that are successful than the ones that are taking tons of trades, right? Um. So yeah, thank you for being here. And then we have Candy in the chat. I know Candy, she trades like 15 trades in the morning session. I'm exaggerating, but her style is different, so it all depends. Chris trades like 40. By now, Chris has like 40 trades already. He's got like 40 trades already in, so everybody's different. Um, Tesla's gone. Tesla's gone. Did you guys take it? Chris, only 9 trades, so it's a slow day. I got you, man. Okay, yeah. All right, some people took yes. Wow, what a you guys took it. Very nice. It's going to VWAP. Is the SPY moving as well? Yep, SPY's moving. Great catch, friends. Great catch. I missed. I was gonna take that trade on my funded account, and by the time I saw it, already popped up to 429, and that's just too risky to take up there. Um, so I missed that. So I'm looking at Google. So let's see if Google wants to break here. Yeah, maybe we'll take Google instead. Let's see our stop. Uh, maybe $1. It's still like in a 5 minute range though. So let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take Google. Let's go ahead and buy. We're not gonna buy again. Trade small. Do not buy a boatload. Let's do 25. I like 25, especially for reversals. I feel like I want to give it like $1, but realistically, we should give it like 310 here. This is where the support is happening, right? So we should at least give it up to here, and hope to get, higher, maybe 314, 315. So let's do that. 25% here on Google. So we're in Google. Oh, hold on. Boom. There. All right, perfect. We're in 43 shares. That's it, baby. All right, Google. Let's make it work.
Google's a trashy looking 5 minute chart.
It is, man. I'm hoping that we can break this 5 minute range here, at least get to 315. This will take a while, though. This might not happen in our session here. I might be closing this up later today. So let's see. But see if we can get something going here. I messed up my funded account clicking buy on MU at the open, made $100. Yeah, sometimes mistakes work in your favor. Sometimes they work in your favor, and it happens in real life too. We've seen many traders take a position that they didn't want to take. They went long when they wanted to go short, or they're monetized at the wrong ticker, and it actually works for them. But there's times where it doesn't, So so when you make mistakes in the funded account, this is something you can happen in the real account as well. So we'll see. Look at Cisco. Cisco was a good short today, and it was a great 5 minute ORB short too. Like this is textbook. Look at that. Here's your 5 minute range. This candle opens up, goes above the VWAP, can't, slams down. This is your entry right here. Stop above the VWAP. You get close, you never get stopped out, and then you get rewarded. Really nice here. That is almost a $3 move from your entry. So that is nice. Is Google a good buy? What's the plan? What are you looking to do? I mean, it all depends on, on what your time frame is, what your strategy is. Is company wise, long term, I think Google, Microsoft, all these companies are a good buy. But I think, like for me, when I want to buy into a company, long term, all right, we're getting our move on Google. I don't go ahead and buy like a whole bunch of like a big position right now. You can scale into it because it's going to come down long term, right? You're gonna get the ups and downs and downs. Just keep buying slowly, keep buying. If you really believe in the company, do your research. Just keep buying in, buy some now, buy some next month. If it comes down, buy some there at a better price, long term. I think some of these companies are great. I don't think they're going anywhere. Or get a mutual fund. Have the professionals manage it. So it depends what your plan is. When people ask me, is it a good buy? I'm thinking you're thinking long term. You're not thinking day trading strategy, right? For day trading strategy, you have to have your plan. That's what's going to tell you if it's a good buy or not. Let's see here. NVDA just choppy. Art, welcome.
Art's going here.
Art, welcome to the Lambos and Garbage Truck family, 4321. Good to have you. Enjoy the perks. Enjoy the Lambos, face emojis, and also the videos we put out every week on YouTube. So enjoy those as well.
This is a key level for PLTR because it's basically doing a double bottom at the low day, and then this is yesterday's low as well, a bit below this, but it's kind of trying to hold yesterday's low, which is it can be a strong level. So maybe a PLTR bounce here.
Yeah. All right, Google, let's go. Google's popping, friends. I need 335. I'm 335. 315. 315 on Google will be very, very happy. Actually, let's put some orders in. Look at Tesla go. Did Andrew take Tesla? Let's go into chat.
Look at the SPY candle. Very strong SPY candle, very strong Qs candle.
Andrew is in Tesla. Yeah. So look at Andrew's setup, right? He's got his two screens here. He's got his other screen there, the 1 and the 5 usually. And look what he has, the SPY. Why? Because you got to keep an eye on what the overall market is doing. It's important. Um, and then, of course, he has his atlas to see how the balance looks. And you can see here, very, very bullish. I mean, Tesla looks very bullish here. You know, you got some stuff over here, but when you average it out quickly, you can tell there's some massive orders up here. So looks bullish there. So let's see. All right, let's go back to our trading terminal simulator. Here's Google. Let's get some orders in up here on Google. What did I do? Here we go. Let's get some orders in. Uh, 315. All right, so Google, we have 43 shares. Sell half. So we're going to put 23 shares here. We're going to put limit order, and we're going to want a price of 315. We're going to send that. Confirm it again. Always confirm the data, guys. Confirm the ticker is correct. Confirm all this stuff to make sure you don't get messed up here. And once everything looks good, make sure you're on limit order. 325. No, I don't want 325 actually. You can cancel it here. I wanted 315. I wrote that wrong. So I want 315. We're going to sell there 315, and we're going to put 20 shares. Sell. There it is. All right, let's see if we can get that. All right. See, easy does it. Easy does it. We have 900. We are up 962. We don't gotta crush it. You know, slowly just build that, build that, build that. And then once we get to like 20,000, then we'll increase the size. We'll be risking a lot more. We'll take a little bit more size in the trades. NVCR worked. What did you do on NVCR, El Patron? Reversal on it? I'm assuming that's what you did. All right, all right, all right. Let's see, just going through our tickers here. Cisco is just a lot of weakness on Cisco, friend. It just continues to sell off. Even the market pushing up, certain tickers pushing up. Cisco continues to drop lower. And look at the levels that we drew, right? These levels, like Andrew would say, they're magic. All right, look at this. 78.33, right on it. Support and resistance. Next one, 77.67. Right? So this is not a coincidence, right? Like, come on, look at that. Look at how beautiful and clean that level is. And now we're going down to 76.70. And you're not going to catch them all. Clearly, here, there's some kind of level right there. You see a lot of support resistance around 77.16. You're not going to be perfect, but man, these two were spot on right here. Let's see if 76.70, it's we get there as well. So really nice sell-off on Cisco. Actually was really in play today. So hopefully some guys took advantage, but I didn't, I didn't give it a lot of attention, I'll be honest. Because it normally doesn't trade very well, so I didn't really pay close attention to it as I normally would. Stocks in the primary list. ASTS, I don't see anything on ASTS that I like, but what do you see, Ash? What do you see? Uncle D Trade says choppy morning. Yeah, you know, it started good though. It started good. Like if you look at MU, you look at Fastly, some of these tickers took off, man. They did very well. But then we just started getting a lot of sideways action. So Tesla looking to break. Uh, Peter, no, I am not using cams. I keep and cams are good. Don't get me wrong, but I keep very simple levels. I mean, I have our moving averages 920, 50, and 200 more for the daily, the bigger ones, and I keep my VWAP, which I love. Um, Highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, the levels that we place here every morning, and market atlas. The only thing I have added, and again, I learned to trade from Andrew 2017, 2018. I kept everything he has. The only thing I have added to my setup has been Market Atlas. So all these years, 2017, 2018, have not changed anything, you know, besides Market Atlas. So, and I'm not saying you shouldn't use cam. I'm not downplaying you shouldn't use pivot points or cams or Fibonacci. But I believe you should start with the real basic levels. Keep it nice and simple, then try the cams, then try this, and see if all this stuff helps you with your trading, like if it enhances your ability to see certain things. Because remember, when you're trading, there's no one indicator for everything. You can't trade off one indicator. I believe you can. I think there's a series of indicators, right? Your cams, let's say your VWAP, your market atlas, all these things, right? Your chart patterns, they all play a part. And the more that you have on here, the better quality that trade is going to be, right? So let's say, hey, if I have three of these, 3 out of the 5, then yes, I can take the trade. If I have 1 out of the 5, then no, I shouldn't take the trade. You know, it doesn't make any sense, right? That's not a quality trade. So build your trade book. We're going to teach that Bear Book traders how to build your trade book, how to have all these edges in place, and then you know your trade book tells you whether you take the trade or not, based on rules that you have set forth in place here. So Market Atlas is part of Trading Terminal. It costs $99. It's part of the whole package, right? So you get Market Atlas, you get the replay simulator, the Dust Live simulator, you get the scanners, which we use every morning here, our beautiful Trading Terminal scanners, and not just these. Like these are just the gap up. You get a bunch. Let me show you for those. I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot of newer people here today, which is okay. So we'll show you the entire list of scanners. I'm gonna bring this over here, make it nice and pretty for you. There it is. Look at that. How beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Look at this. My two favorite ones at the market open, Turbo Breakup and Turbo Breakdown. This is going to spotlight anything that's getting heavy volume at the market open. So these two are awesome. You can come in here, you can filter them. It is really a good scanner. Like it is awesome. You got your news feed right over here, so you can click on a ticker. Well, I gotta here. Click on the ticker and you're gonna get the news for it if I do it correctly. Am I doing it correctly? There it is. I got double click. So here it is. You're gonna get the news feed for that ticker. You just gotta link the charts, right? Link it with the color, and you're gonna get the feeds right on here. There's charts as well. I don't have a chart here because I use Dash Trader Pro, but there's a chart here. It's pretty nice. Really nice. You can add alerts. You could add, where is it? Here, this chart window. I don't have it up because I'm using Dash Trader Pro, but you could have a chart on here. Okay, so it's pretty neat, guys. Take advantage of it. So you get all of that. It's not just Market Atlas. You get a bunch of things with it. All right, folks. Come on, Google. Do something. Try to get going. We got $2 out of it, but we need 315 at least. Rick, thanks for the support, my friend. How many likes do we have? Do we have are we short on likes this morning? It's John's last day, guys. We got to give him a fair farewell here, the proper way, a proper send off for John. We need like 500 likes. So, John's been coming for Peter the last 2 weeks. We appreciate it very, very much, my friend.
9 more, Carlos. 9. Or are we there? 406. We did it.
Yeah, 406. There we go. I was asking for five. I think we need more. I think we need to break the record today. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Can I be the hashtag today, Carlos? Are we doing a
Yeah.
giveaway?
Oh, hell yeah. You could be the hashtag today, man. Hashtag John.
Nice. There we go.
Absolutely. Hashtag John today for the funded account giveaway, my friends. It's not on yet, but it will be. As soon as I get to 500 likes, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to do hashtag John, and we're going to give away a funded account. In the name of love.
It's with an H in there, not one.
No. Valentine's.
Yeah, that's true. Valentine's Day on a Saturday, Carlos. It's going to cost everyone more money, I think.
Oh, yeah. I already got plans to. We're going out to some salsa It's a restaurant dance thing, and got the kids with the babysitters. Already costing me a bunch of money. This thing needs to land on like a Wednesday. Saves me a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're going out dance. We haven't gone dancing so long, man. I don't know if I could even dance correctly anymore. So, it's gonna be something.
Watch those knees.
Oh yeah, man. It's something, all right.
Spies at PDC here, folks. New low a day. Qs are at low a day as well. It's getting more sad.
Look at that. That is not nice. SPY is not playing nice today, friends. But we saw yesterday we got some reversals out of this. So, no, let's just play it cool. Don't force it. Don't be a hero. Don't try to, push the market in to do what you want it to. It's not the way it works. I like the fact my Google is still holding. That's a good sign, right? Everything's kind of falling apart. Google's kind of still holding here. Our stop is 310.31. Right? If we can't support this, we can't bounce off of this, then we got to get out. But that's our stop. I like the fact that is holding there still. All right, 441 likes. We're almost there. 500 turns on the funded account giveaway. Uncle D Trace, you shorted PLTR, huh? Oh yeah, good. Good trade. SMR dropping. Everything is south, my friends. Everything. MU couldn't break the VWAP. And again, I'm sorry, Tesla couldn't break the VWAP. And it wants to break the VWAP. Tesla wants to go higher. Market Atlas looks bullish. Just the SPY's messing it up. But it wants to go. SanDisk giving in to the madness, the humanity, NVDA. Towards the low of the day here, trying to hold.
Ay, caramba.
Rick, now we're gonna. I'm upping the ante, looking for 500 instead of 400. We're at 453. We're still going to do it. We're still going to do it, man. We appreciate you guys being here. So we're still going to do it. But I'm just enjoying the sell off. I wish there was something I could go short on, but there's nothing I can join the party on here.
I think you asked me yesterday, Carlos,
Yeah.
if I ever go for a reversal when I just like am dying for something on days.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know if today's the day, man. It's like this is getting old. There's so many sell-offs lately, it feels like.
It is, man. So how about law of the day? And I think I might ask you this before. I probably don't remember. Law of the day break. You don't take those, right? Because in essence, it's high of the day breakout, but just the opposite.
Yeah, and so when I started trading, kind of trying to focus on one way of trading, which was high a day breaks and low a day breaks, I traded them both. And at the time, it seemed like the high a days would break cleaner. If I was going to get one that broke and ran, it was a high a day. The low a days always seemed to break, retest, mess around me. They might keep going, but not without a mess. And it was just I always seemed to get tricked like that. And so I just started to focus on the one direction to the long side. But in fairness, back then the market was so bullish that year and the following year that it was very easy. I think it was a fairly easy strategy to take and focus on. So I don't know if what the deal is these days because I haven't done it in so long. But the other thing I'll tell people is we're all guilty of over trading pretty much, except maybe Peter. If you've ever watched him trade, he's very good at not over trading. Um, but most of us are afflicted by over trading. We just take too many damn trades, and you need things to slow you down. And one way to slow yourself down is to have a strategy focus. Just to say, I'm coming here to this morning. My job is to do this one thing, and this is what I'm looking for. And come hell or high water, that's what I'm going to do. And there's multiple benefits to that, but one of them is that it'll slow you down. So trading just to one side helps slow me down. And honestly, Carlos, I
Well,
find plenty of trades just trading to the one direction. So if I had the low days, is it more opportunity to make money? Technically, is it more opportunity to just be frustrated and lose money as well? Absolutely. So as long as I'm getting the appropriate number of trades, I feel like it's fine. It's what I prefer. I've really come to like it over time.
yep. All right. Awesome, man. All right. So
And I
the
did
boys are
trade through an
in.
entire bear market. What was the bear market year? 2022 or three? I think it was 2022.
Yeah.
That whole year, man, I had a great trading year on high day breaks, and it was a terrible year on the market because there were so
Yeah.
many rebound mornings. Like the market would eventually sell off for the day, but not before it had a really nice rebound attempt in the morning, which I think gave me a lot of opportunity.
Yep.
So
Yep. How you guys doing today? Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Andrew.
Mm. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Good. Good today. I think Andrew might have stepped
I
away for a
caught
bit
a
here.
really liked PLTR this morning going into the open. Was looking really weak. It went from green to red even before we got to the open. So I just shorted it right. Actually, I just shorted it right before the open because it just looked really weak.
Nice.
Got a nice drop on it. SPY and Q still
So
selling off here. Wow.
sorry, I had unfortunately not a great day. So I had a really good trade on the Tesla and AMD, but I gave all the profit back on Tesla. They're really over trading on this. So you see my screen, Tesla, we did a really nice opening range breakout. It didn't quite get to 436.50 that we wanted. So, we went longs, partial, and then we added more, and then we got stopped out. That was a really good profitable trade. But again, I took another trade here for it's really don't have any, I don't know why I took that trade. I don't have even the name of a strategy on this, and then I got to stop that and give all the profit back. So, but the NVDA, I was looking at NVDA. NVDA is really setting off nicely. PLTR is also setting off nicely. There might be some potential for reversals if NVDA goes to S3 or S4. Oh, not far from S4.
Yeah, could be a reversal. I know there's going to be a reversal here somewhere. It's going to be soon. We'll come back up. NVIDIA is trying to go back green right now.
Yeah, there is some massacre on some stocks like Hood, Rigetti, Coin. They're all getting destroyed. So bonds are rallying, so that's nice because we I have a lot of bonds. SPY still, yeah, weekly chart and daily chart on SPY is pretty disgusting. PLTR is going toward those. How was your so what kind of bond do I have? I have treasuries. TLT is the long-term treasuries trader hub. Um, but there are better than what is the one that has the high yield of a SPY? I should have bought that one. SP.
You have that, didn't I thought you had that SHY or
Oh,
the one
yeah, yeah, SHY
the
is a
one
good
that's a
one. Yeah,
combination. Yeah,
yeah, SHY is
it's
a
a
good one.
combination of bonds and stocks. Yeah.
No, sorry. SHY, shy is sorry. Shy is the short-term treasuries. That gives you, I think, about 4%. Treasuries are giving you a little bit less, but shy doesn't move, but treasuries move much. There's another one that high yield SPY bonds. That's the one that president has. Um, high yield SPY bond. What was it? SPHY. Yeah, I didn't know that exists until White House released that president's portfolio is buying SPHI or something like that, and I look at it, and this is a good bond because it's the combination of the S&P 500 companies bonds, their high grade investment quality, and then uh, uh, as you see, it doesn't move much. So it's between 23 to 23, 2360 to 23. So it's flat, but it's very high yields giving you this. TLT is lower, gives you less coupon, but TLT has, moves like, from 86 to 88 or, 90. So TLT has volatility, but the other ones doesn't have volatility. SCOF is short-term government. I think I have SCOF. Yeah, SCOF is a short-term government bonds that again doesn't have volatility, but it's pretty much flat. Oh, look at that beautiful daily chart. It doesn't have much of a volatility, but it gives you high coupons. See, it's a really funny chart. I never actually look at this Gov daily chart.
Yeah, yeah. It is a weird chart to look at. All right. It kind of looks like we're trying to find a bit of at least the selling sort of stopping it for the time being.
I got crucified today. SCOF, NVDA.
Video's
Good
coming
bottom.
back up.
Who's coming to Vegas next week? Brian and I will be there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice, you guys come. Oh, thanks. Oh, I appreciate that. That's amazing. I try to convince John comes too. Um, Nice. It's gonna be nice. I told those guys, so we start early again. We have to start at 6:15 because it's the they're in the Pacific time. But I told them also to provide the power so we can bring the laptops. And Thor and Nathan and I and Brian are there for trading. Like probably Brian and I trade live. And then I have another presentation on Market Atlas. So I have some live recording I do it with Thor. And then I have a panel discussion as well the last day. I don't think it's gonna
That should be a good session.
significantly change your trading, but I think it's good to come to trade next to each other to get into the character, Someone asked me, "Hey, I'm new. Should I come to Vegas?" And I said, honestly, if you're pretty new, probably no. I mean, dude, if you like to come to
Yeah.
Vegas and get into, a trading community and get the momentum, always the conferences is you can always watch online, but just coming there, getting into character and energy. I believe in energy, in the room of the energy. It's just I think it's important. It helps you, but I don't think you're missing a critical piece of information that we don't have it already here.
No.
Watch this
And
LTIs.
Vegas is expensive.
I like Vegas though. I like the shows are amazing. Like I'm not a party alcohol
Yeah.
guy, but the shows, like I love shows like David Copperfield, I watched twice. There's a really nice show, Awakening at Venus. What is that show? I saw it actually twice. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. And that show we went to last time we were there, Awakening,
yeah.
that was uh, that was pretty amazing.
I watched it again, Brian, later. They add some new things to that. So they
Okay.
upgraded. Yeah, it's really amazing. Yeah. I don't really like too much drinking and stuff, but I don't drink, but it was really fun. Shows are really fun. Like David Copperfield is also, since childhood I loved him and he does crazy things. His show is really nice too. I love him. We went to take a picture together, huh? You were there, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
David Copperfield.
Yeah.
Mentalist, yeah.
Yeah. We went and
No,
met him backstage. That was pretty hilarious.
yeah, we met him
Did a tr
backstage. I've been to a Sphere for a party, but I've never been to any show. But Sphere could be nice that we can do this trip. We got there Sunday pretty late, but potentially if people are coming, we can plan something for Monday night and Tuesday night. All right, so let's get to some questions. MDLZ. Mondelez, that's a food company. It's going up. Yeah, it's really nice. It's going strong. For day trading, I don't want to trade it now. It's extended. But it's really nice. It seems like really solid going up.
It looks like NVIDIA is trying to scratch its way back up here.
John, are you coming? Have you decided about Vegas?
Mhm.
I may have a hiccup, Andrew. So I'll talk to you later today.
Always excuses. Always excuses.
Always
Oh,
excuses, yeah.
There's a hiccup.
like you can come do that.
Hate it when there's a hiccup.
Well, it's my son's break from college. I hardly ever see him anymore, so he's gonna be home that week.
Oh,
So
well, there you go.
Come,
Well,
bring him to Vegas. Introduce him to the world of
yes,
trading.
family first. Family
I think he'd
first.
like the world of blackjack better, probably.
He's already probably gambling, man. They're all in polybet and stuff. They're all gambling. These new generations are all in gambling. They don't gamble in Vegas, but they're gambling. Scott, what did you trade? Scott, my buddy, $4,000. Nice. Scott, nice. Very nice. Scott is one of our really good traders. He was here last week, yesterday, a few days ago. $4,000. Nice. Scott, tax-free. Tax-free. Scott is making trading tax-free. Good for you.
How's that possible?
Uh, I don't know if I should tell it though. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
Scott is,
Yeah,
I
well,
think it has a
don't.
First Nation status, and the First Nation status, they don't pay taxes on
Oh,
reservation.
right.
You trade on the reservation,
Yeah,
you don't pay
I
tax
get
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't want to say it, but I don't think there's an issue. Scott's pretty open about it. Scott, can
Hmm.
you adopt me to become First Nation? Oh, oh, no, I'm just kidding. I love paying taxes. Honestly, I love it. I know it's weird to say I love paying taxes because you go, when I come out, the city cops, cleaning, you gotta pay taxes. Like every
Yeah.
other person, the government has some inefficiencies, but I love paying taxes. For example, you go to a club, you get a table, you bring your friends, you want to have a good time. And city is your community as well, and I like to contribute to the city, especially Canada was a big investment for me. Like I came in 2009, 2008. It was the financial crisis. I didn't know about financial crisis in that time. They gave me a scholarship, Canada supported me, gave me a new life, and invested on me. So, brought someone from Iran you don't know, and just they invest on me, gave me healthcare and everything. And now it's my turn to give back to my country. And I never really had any issue paying taxes, especially when you're actually hiring here. They, support for it, research, development, it's like trading terminal. I get a lot of tax breaks and stuff. And the way that I found tax is that you have to put it on auto. So every month, $75,000 from my account goes directly to the government. And then at the end of the day, we do the calculation if you overpaid or not. But when you don't see that money, you
Yeah.
don't connect with it. But if at the end of the day they say, "Oh, you got to pay $2 million," fuck, yeah, no, that's very different. Just let it go.
Still, market's still selling off here.
All right, so Tesla, NVDA.
And a bounce here, probably. This is yesterday's low on the Qs. And we're close to yesterday's low on the SPY. There's always an area where we're going to bounce. It's, it's usually right around now. If this is we'll see. We'll see if we get a bounce here.
Nice. Is Monday holidays, a long weekend, extended long weekend?
I don't think so. No, it's only in Canada, I think. I don't know about the US.
Isn't it the Washington's Day?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, Monday is a holiday.
Is it a holiday on Monday?
It's President's Day. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
Washington's birthday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a holiday in the US too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know it's a holiday in Canada. They call it Family Day or something.
So Jimmy's asking, is it okay
Stay
sometimes
selling.
to change our plan, exit earlier? Yes. Sometimes when you enter the trade, you have some information and you want to trade based on that, but you get more information as the time passes. Sometimes you can adjust it. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you just don't average down on your position. Fuck, Microsoft is at 400 now.
Yeah, it's just constant sellers here. I wouldn't say it doesn't feel like panic selling. It's more like just no buyers.
Thor is not coming today here, no? On the YouTube.
No, Thor's off. We're gonna have Paris and Gary covered today on YouTube as well.
Nice.
Netflix is continues to grind lower, eh? God, there's just no bottom on Netflix.
Same as PLTR. PLTR is just.
Yeah.
I think AQP, TSLA, ADR. Carlos, good job on the funded account. How much are you up? $900?
Yeah, 962. Yes,
Nice.
sir.
What is that? Good job, man. Good job. Love it. I love it, man. I'll pay you whatever you make.
Nice.
No, you don't have to. I'm doing it for the challenge, man. I want to see if I
I
can get
love it,
10.
All
man.
right.
I know it's hard, man. Especially when
It's
people
hard.
see it. Like one of the things that I don't want to do challenge is, some people do challenges like, no, I don't want to do it because I get stressed people watching because fuck it, I don't want to do this
Yeah, it's a lot
challenge.
of pressure. Yeah, yeah.
But that's nice. Like this week we had $29,000 profit over, I think, for 6 people. I think Abiel knows that. It's pretty good. It's going really well. I actually am really, really excited. And we soon we put a ladder board so you can actually see the people who are winning and how much they're winning is really nice. And we're gonna add the futures soon too. We're working with CME Group get the license for the futures there as well. Spotify. uh, Spotify is also. Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab some breakfast here. Let's see how the day ended. Just a little green, so that was okay.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
All right. Are we on for lunch today?
Did you say today we're gonna have lunch?
I'll see you later. All right.
Sure, yeah. Cheers, guys. Bye.
All right,
Bye now.
guys. We're wait for Gary and John. No, sorry. John is already here. Gary and Paris to join. But in the meantime, let's do hashtag John, friends. Hashtag John for his help covering for Peter, who's back tomorrow. Let's do funded account, hashtag John. And let's give away a funded account, friends. Let's do it. For our Lambos and Garbage Truck members, thank you so much for your support to the channel. If you want to join, if you want to be a Lambos and Garbage Truck member, it's easy to join. Right on YouTube, click on join, and you're able to be part of the Lambos and Garbage Truck family, and you get access to tons of videos that we provide on a weekly basis, plus perks here on the YouTube channel and all that good stuff. So let's see here. It's so funny. Um, so my wife, I guess my wife she's either watching the show or she's watching my Instagram post. She texts me this morning. She's like, "How can I join this funded account thing? How can I get a free funded account?" And I responded back to her like, "Listen, you got to be a Lambos and Garbage Truck member. I'll show you guys." I'm like, "You got to sign up for Lambos and Garbage Trucks." so, so let's see if she actually does it. All right, friends. It's all set up here. 100 entries. And hashtag John will give it one more second, and then I'm gonna. As that's happening, let me go start setting up our good buddies to come in here. Just gotta switch it over. Okay, I got Gary. All right, Gary. So make sure sound check. Make sure I got you.
Hey, Carlos.
Okay, good. And then let me get Paris in here, and then we'll be all good to go. All right, and I got Paris. Awesome. All right, guys, here it is. Funded account, hashtag John, and the winner goes to 3, 2, 1. Rick Parent 24109. You are the winner today, my friend. Congratulations. Send us an email. We'll get you all set up. And guys, have a great trading day. We'll leave you with Gary and Paris. John, thanks for covering, my man. I really appreciate you.
No
Hey,
problem, Carlos.
Carlos.
It's been fun. Thank you.
Awesome,
Hey,
man.
John.
Hey, John. Hey, Paris.
Hey, Gary. How are you?
Good. Okay day. A couple of trading mistakes, but decent green. I think I got out too early of PLTR, but it is what it is.
That is
Uh,
good. Green is
uh,
good.
Green is good, but it wasn't the prettiest of trading. So
I
let's
had
see.
my first max loss day on the year.
Oh,
So,
I had it yesterday, and I was like, I was so happy I don't have to go on camera because we had a guest. I was like, that's perfect.
and I had my first, and I was logged out of the system in the first 15 minutes. So,
Yeah, I think all of us are biased long. I mean, yesterday, I don't know.
yeah,
And
I
you were
was
biased
biased.
long gap up, and yeah, yesterday was a fake down. Yeah, I totally understand that, man. I
Yeah,
totally under.
I
I didn't
was.
expect this sell off. Uh, um,
So, yeah,
so
that was.
let me go through my trade first, or why don't you go through your trades first since you're already
Yeah, I'll
sharing the screen?
go. I won't take much of your
Um,
time. So, I traded NVDA, and I was actually I had Cisco in my watch list because I think they reported earnings. I went long even in the pre-market. It did not pop up that I was thinking, but I completely got out after it rejected the 80. But the mess that I created was in NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I was very long biased, and the reason of being long bias on NVIDIA uh, was from the daily where it yesterday also it sold off, but it bought back up really nice. This is a very nice pattern where it holds for the entire day between 192 and 191, and it was actually gapping up above that 192 area. And I was very bullish on the fact that 192 pullback would lead to a 193 break and break of a daily, which has been that rejection area for a long time. So I thought today was the day because see the rejection around 193 area multiple times, and I'm like, today it's gonna break like a boss, and it is gonna be fun capturing to 195 and 196. And I was very, and when it rejected on the first minute, and it tried to hold actually. So when it rejected the 193.50 at this point, and it tried to hold the 192.50 area around this point, and that's why I'm like, okay, this is a very nice pullback. I want to go long, and this is gonna squeeze to the upside. And these are usually my setup, and I went heavy too. I went quite a few tier 2 or tier 3 size, and when it did not literally, it popped up and very quickly rejected the 193. I'm like, what the hell? And then at the open, you have to be quick. So I got completely out. I went long one more time, and then I did cut my size a little bit. But then when it came back up, I went long heavy again, tier 3 size again. like, okay, now is the time for it to pop up, because this was the second time. So when it happens for the second time, I'm much more confident that it's gonna go. And then it didn't. It again rejected the 193, and then I completely stopped out right here. Then this was the third time when I did that. And I waited for it to claim, close, wait the moving averages, and then I'm like, okay, now it's the chance. It claimed the moving averages, it claimed the VWAP. Now is a chance for it to squeeze again. So third time, I did take some partial, because every single time it was popping up, it was like heavy right there at 193, and then rejection, again stopped out. And this was the fourth trade again. After it dropped, it did not continue going down. And this was the fourth trade again. And then I took fourth trade, took another long. 192 was my area that I wanted to take in. And this was, I gave a little bit of more room, and this is like, stopped me out. Like, this was like max loss. It automatically triggered on the
Ouch.
fact that so yeah, so that was my day. Or mostly 3 trades, or actually 4 trades, but tier 3 size. So 4 trades and I'm done for the day. So yeah, it is what it is. But usually on the other days, this would have worked really, really nice for me. But uh, today was not the day for NVIDIA on this thing. And then the SPY completely sold off. And like looking back, I would have shorted these areas, but my thesis would have changed. Uh, but now that you are stuck and you cannot go back and change anything, you have to live with that. It was close to only 15 minutes and I was logged out. So I did nothing after that. So yeah, so that was my day. Maxed out. It's a part of the game. First max out uh, for the year. And not happy with it, but I couldn't do much about it either. Maybe I would have, maybe the only learning that I think I could have done is I should have waited for it to close above 193 to go heavy on the tier 3 size. That's the learning that I can think of, that not get aggressive after getting stopped out at least 2 times, and maybe waited for it to close above 193 before adding much bigger size. But apart from that, it was a part of the process, the trades. So nothing like it hurts to be like max loss hit, but it doesn't hurt that I went like I did not trade my setups. These are my setups, and I'm happy that I did them. It just did not work out on the day. So yeah, that's my day.
Okay. Well, tough luck, man. I traded PLTR today. I got
Hey Gary, you wanna share your screen again? Just
share,
refresh it because I
yeah.
don't see it. Yep.
Hold on. Share screen 4. Now, so I went short as we started bouncing and we went under S3, got stopped out. Then I waited, shorted the loss of VWAP, got stopped out. Shorted again, added very heavy, got stopped out. Shorted again. This was a chaser entry. So as we came back, broke even. Went very aggressive, but this is a very chaser entry. So quickly partial and stopped. Then I was looking for the break of yesterday low. Now, what's interesting about yesterday low at 133 is also this area on the daily. So the moment we broke this, I was expecting us to get 130. So I entered again. I entered again as we broke this low, moving my stop loss over the moving average, more like the fair value gap area. Partial a little bit because I had a couple of losses and then held. Then what happened over here by mistake is I added. And because I added, I quickly got out of my ad. And when I was getting out of my ad, I actually went long. So I got that out. But glad both of these worked out for like 10 15 cents. But I got to move from 133 to, let's say, about 130, give or take. But stock's now at 120. So So be it. This is about the reversal area, which I would look for SPY, but maybe we still go lower. But 687.25 was holding very nicely, and we lost $1 on it. That's amazing. But yeah, this is roughly the area where I would expect. Where are we on the SPX? SPX, we are at 68.81, 68.80. Yeah, this is roughly the area where I would expect SPY to come turn around, but that might take an hour or so. So I'm just gonna chill till then and see if we can get a reversal entry. But yeah, that's about it, Paris.
Good, Gary. I think keeping it green and keeping it, it's, I think one of the great learnings, like it is very, very difficult to acknowledge that and know it beforehand. Very, very difficult. And Andrew does such a splendid job doing that. You know, today he
Doing
was,
what?
like today he was up like 3 grand or something, and it's like,
Right,
and he took one trade, did not work out, and he did not force any new trades. And he said that, you know
right,
what, today is not the day where that you want to be aggressive or you want to be forcing any trades, because it wasn't any of the
right,
setup. And that's acknowledging that and being okay with it, because Andrew's daily, maybe look like 15 grand, 20 grand or something, and having a 3 grand day or something, it doesn't mean anything to him. But the thing is, you always in your head, you always want to have, like, you always have that number in your head, right? That you want to achieve that, and you tend to force those trades sometimes. And that discipline of not trading and being in the chat and still looking and watching is a great skill set. And he's a real example of how amazingly you respect things, and how amazingly he sizes in when he sees certain opportunity. Like I was
yeah.
talking to him when we were in Spain, and we were like walking down the street. I was like, how, like, I've seen your journey so much, but you have like been such a great example of sizing in. This guy back back in 2017, 2018 was making $100 a day, like making $500 a day, $300
Wow.
a day.
Damn,
And
SPY lost it
yeah,
all.
man, Spy is crazy. And now he's making like and that jump wasn't like he did not jump from like 100 to 1,000, 500 to 700, 800, and then to 1,000, and then to 1,500, and then 2,000. It was like a jump from 1,000 to
684.
a 4,000, to a 10,000, to a 15,000, to a 100,000, something like that. It wasn't like a gradual jump. He was like a very exponential jump that he made. And it's a very, very big thing in a mindset perspective. Because in the world of like prop firms and in the world of like consistency being a trader, and I have been struggling with sizing in, because my days look like between 3 to 5K, and some good days would be a five-figure days. But still getting, for me, consistency has been the biggest strength, that very rare I would be having in a situation where I'll hit max losses or I'll have red days. But when they happen, they happen. But it's not like a big a swing on big profits, and I'll be very, very consistent, but not in terms of big profits. And that's where I'm struggling on. And I was asking about it, and usually, and there were different ways that he trades too. He trades with different. He doesn't trade with a fixed risk size. He has different hotkeys based on the buying power he basically hits. So he's acceptable to the variable piece of it. And second of all, he said that it's mostly gut feeling. And the more screen time that you get, and the more things that you like, he doesn't have a very clear process. And he said, like, I'm sorry, but I don't have that clear process of sizing into the position, but it's a gut feeling of having that screen time and seeing those things over and over again, that you tend to know that this is what you want to do when you see something like that. And
Right.
another thing that he mentioned was that usually when he gets stopped out on those trades, he tends to go much bigger size on the second one and much bigger size on the third one. That's why he ends up much higher profitable, because his conviction level is much higher. When things are not moving, the first time he gets stopped out, and the second time he gets in a much bigger size, and that's how he tries to end up. And it's not based on the revenge trade; it's based on the confirmation that he's getting in, and that's a key here, because a lot of times when you get stopped out, you tend to get back in again because you want to be proven right and you want to prove yourself right, and then it's kind of a revenge. But there is a difference between revenge and seeking a confirmation on the second time and getting heavier and going heavier on those. So it's a great, like, I always, like, I've been watching Andrew for a decade now, and close to a decade now, and it's a treat to watch him trade live and the mindset that he has overall. And
Okay.
today I was able to watch it very closely because I was logged out. And sorry, Gary, just to
No. Go
add
ahead.
one
Go ahead.
thing. Alex had a question about how do I not trade, or how does the system not allow me to trade on the first place? So it's a very easy and a quick thing, and it has, like, I don't what do you call, trust myself when I am impacted psychologically. And because when you're impacted psychologically, the revenge trading and the when you're down on the day, you want to make things back, you get into of a much deeper hole, just because you have leverage and you have options to trade, and then you continue trading and you dig a much deeper hole for yourself. So one thing that I've figured out, and when you dig a deeper hole for yourself, it sometimes takes weeks to come back, and you hate that process. And I have decided my max loss, which is close to 1.5 times of my average win days. So which is so in any day, I can, if it's a winning day for me, it would take a day for me to come back after I hit my max loss. But when you dig yourself a deeper hole, sometimes it takes weeks, and it's just loss of your time, loss of your psychology, loss of your, I can accept, like, I can handle the max loss here, because I know for a fact that a good win day, I'll be able to get back in a matter of a day or two. So, and the way you can do it is you can set it up on a week. You can set up a hard max loss to based on your DAS trading tool or anything. I don't trust myself on the DAS trading tool either, because you can always go back and change the risk setting on the DAS trading tool. But what you can do is you can let uh, the DAS trader folks know to add a note saying that, you know what, actually, let me actually show you a live example. Let me reach out to the DAS support and ask them to update my total loss. So let's see if what do they respond.
Sorry, Paris, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so let's do this. So I have reached out to DAS now, and say that I want to update my total loss to 10K. So let's see what they respond, and then I'll show you my screen what they respond. So this is where basically I've already reached out to them. This is my screen, and as you can see, I say update total loss to 10K. Let's see what they respond. You guys should be able to see my screen. Oh, I think Carlos needs to switch.
683.72 is the price I want to go long on SPY.
Yeah, Carlos, do you mind changing my screen? I'll show you. Man, SPY is a great sell-off. Great sell-off. What a sell-off.
Just make sure that's the price we have. 683.69. Are we not gonna get this? Really?
Yeah, I think Carlos is not there. So I'll maybe share a screenshot with you guys. What I get a response. So basically, what the simple fact is that you can actually set up your risk and uh, with DAS. And the good thing about this thing is that you will not be able to go back to, the Schwab account or Think or Swim software to even go back and trade. Like it would like completely block you because you have the max risk. Yeah, see this? Like this is what I'm wanna showcase. So I'm gonna share it in the chat. So this is what happens when you I send it in the chat. So this is what happens when you reach out to them saying that, you know what, and basically I do it on a weekly basis. Every week I set up my max loss depending on what my leverage or what my risk profile on that
Right.
week is. I would set up my max loss and I would stick to it for the rest of the week because every week my max loss changes depending on how am I performing on the week. So yeah, that's how it is. It's easy. They won't change it because I've already asked them to add a note that do not let me change it until the following Monday, which is 16th.
Let's see if we can get 683.72. And if there's any reaction there, I'm gonna go long with 683.50 as my stop loss, let's just say. We're looking for this candle to be filled.
Man, what a sell-off.
And let's see if we can see anything else here.
See,
Oh,
again, I would have definitely traded if I was not locked out, but it's such a weakness, man. What a weakness.
yeah, actually,
Everywhere. And it's like, see the SPY just on a today was the day I was thinking it would make an all-time high. Forget about it.
yeah, we just this is very steep selling. It's just going to be a scrape because I don't know when we turn again. But if we hold 683.69, that there is no news, Sunny, besides employment numbers were good yesterday. So I guess the market is thinking there might be no more rate cuts.
Yeah,
Besides,
YouTube people might not be able to see it, guys, because
oh yeah, because none of us signed any trade. I just have the SPY chart
yeah.
open because this is the area I'm looking for. Possible reversal. Let's see. All right, let's get into action.
Man, I think, yeah, I don't want to catch a falling knife, man. This is insanely weak.
Yeah. Come on. 50 more cents.
And the fact is, like,
Yeah.
during when you get stopped out and all of that, and you get max loss hit, I hate trading in the sim. Like, you can always trade in the sim.
Yeah, I can yeah, but what's the point? Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know,
don't
but the thing is like
yeah,
this is the thing, and I hate going it, and I think maybe that's the thing that it keeps me in check to not repeat that next time because I hate
right.
this feeling of being locked out, and when you see those opportunities and
So somebody asked why 683.72. The reason is we had a big move up. Lots of transactions are left here, so we should get a bounce at 683.69. This is from a market structure perspective. And besides that we're hitting S6, and which generally is, I don't remember the last time I saw a stock go from R4 to S6. Actually, it did that yesterday. I take that back. But generally, I don't remember a stock SPY closing below S6 when it starts here. How much are we down for SPY now? 1.5%?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1.1%.
1.1. Day change
Wow,
is
man. It
1.5.
gaps up
Come
and
on,
then sells off like a stone. It's
come
like
on, come on, come on. Get me that price.
holy crap. I cannot believe this. And I genuinely was thinking that the weakness is there. 696 has been a very strong resistance there.
All
But the
right.
way it bounced it, I was thinking maybe now it's the time. And with the job numbers and the payroll data, everything coming up pretty decent.
Are we gonna hold, or are we gonna go lower? Hold or lower? 67.71. Suddenly volume spiked up. If you guys can see, there's volume spike up, a sudden volume spike up, but we did not hold. Let's see what happens. Let's let this 30-minute candle close. And now we can go long. And if we reject, and we got shut out. So I'm long this SPY, and let's see, I'll give it 20 cents. All right, our entry is 683.69. This is 1 hour, 0 hour. Let's see. Let's hold
And
here.
this is a big selling, man. This is not.
Yeah, let's
I
hold
think
here, and then let's get back to 686. Come on. Oh,
I
don't
think
sell
this
down.
selling is usually the kind of a selling where the big hedge funds are actually getting out of the market. And there was a news about the European Union trying to cut their exposure in the US market from their retirement accounts.
Yeah,
That's exactly what leads to this kind of a selling. Like it's not easy for like you see that drop, like this is like no pullbacks, no
there's
pullbacks.
not even a bounce here. That's
Yeah.
insane. Come on, get me a bounce here.
And this is like, okay, today I have to sell everything and just the algorithms are doing their job of getting out. They don't care about the price. They have that big of a size that they want to get out. And
Bounce,
people who are missing out on this,
bounce,
that's
bounce,
yeah, that's completely okay because this is not a
bounce. There we go.
hard. Did you get in?
Yeah, I got in.
Okay, awesome. That was S4 or
It was also a daily level I was looking at.
hey, how do you plot this S4? What is this this
You go to DAS pivots, choose Camarilla pivots, and go.
or
And
that
now
okay, study config
13
and
points.
then
All right, just get me 686. That was a beautiful turn-off event. Let's see how high we can go. Can we do the entire engulf? Oh yeah, there we go, baby.
oh wow.
And
Very nice entry, Gary.
so that's about 5 hours. Let's get rid of one contract. But we just, no. If we're gonna get this entry and it's gonna hold, let's see if it closes over the 9 on the, yeah, it closed over that. Let's see. Let's hold for now. Let's hold for now. Let's see where it takes us. Come on.
So what's the setting that you choose from the camera? You can do your trade. We can talk.
You go to what do you call pivots,
Uh-huh.
and in pivots you have to choose something just called Camarilla.
Yeah, I've selected that. And then what happens on the once you click on the config?
All right, give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Don't reject 685, please, on me. Go. Oh, perfect. We got a nice candle. This is a very nice candle. This candle is gonna break to the upside or the downside, obviously. But the fact that we held the 9, we rejected the 20. Let's see which side we go. All right, it's gonna come back and get me, or are we gonna go higher? Come on. Let's see. The thing is, I think I have a very decent entry. We're up $1, so unlikely we get tested. But don't reject the 9. That's the most annoying thing you want to reject on the 2. We're getting a 5-minute green candle finally. That should help us go a little higher. Yeah, we held the 9 again. That's a good sign too. 684.07 is a possibility. I don't know what I want. I think we're just gonna be in this trade for a while now. But I just wanted to go over the 9 on the 2 to begin with. At least give me some relief that, yeah, this is but look at the volume change. This is the volume change you're looking for. So can I get 686? Yeah, we're 653. So that was not a bad entry. 20 cents, let's say 30 cents, and then we're up $1 already on that. Okay, we're over the 9, over the most recent high. Can we bounce now? Can we go to 686?
Oh, boom.
I just don't know how high we can go. Can we go to 690? 690 is
So
doable.
are you trading through the options, SPX options?
Yeah. I bought 68.75s, 3 contracts. I got up about it. Not super up, but I want 686 at least. I see no reason we don't get 686, right? I see no reason. 5-minute candle, 5-minute candle. Like the 5-minute is clean too. Can we at least get, oh, there we go, baby.
Very
All right.
nice. Very nice.
All right, we're gonna partial here. 685.74. And let's see if we can go a little higher. Don't pull back. It's gonna come back here. No, don't lose it all. Go back up. Really? Are you really gonna stop me here? Come on, come on. Get me 686. And can we go higher is the question.
It definitely has a lot of room, but usually these reversals take time.
Yeah,
Here you'll see
exactly.
like these reversals
Exactly.
be like a V reversal.
Yeah, it will
We-
probably come back, but I just wanted to hit the moving average.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But the way it held the 9 moving averages and all,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was a
That's what I was saying. This was a very good sign. Now it probably come back in, but well, we have made a little bit of money, so we can hold on to our trade for now. Let's see how this 5-minute candle, it seems like it's rejecting the 9, but 685. As long as we stay and close over the moving averages, and if we close under, I want it immediately bought back. I'm fine. I don't want it going lower than 684.08. I will definitely get out if we go to like basically pretty much entry at that point. But 13.7. Oh, my entry is very nice. We got $6, and then let's see. Got $6 out of it. Can we go? Oh, that was VWAP rejection on that. But let's see if we can get. Well, I don't know. I knew my entry was fine. We should get a reaction here. I just don't know how high we go. So let's see. Why SPY and not NASDAQ? SPY is much bigger than NASDAQ. All NASDAQ components are in the SPY. And in my experience, they trade very similarly. So I prefer the SPY. Come on, baby. Just go. This is again a full red-bodied candle. Can you get me 686? Annoying. I will not be surprised if we go to like 688. There's no recheck here. But that would probably take an hour or so. But for now, I have no reason to like partial or get out. Like every candle is green. We are bouncing from where we are supposed to bounce from. We kind of created a new high, though we haven't sustained it. Moving averages are too wide apart, so I'm expecting us to like fail this area and then come back and hold and then go up. And they might not even get me the moving average and just turn before, because technically, if you start turning now, this moving average would come down, and 5 minutes down, it would look like it's touching it. So let's see. But I like the fact that we are getting response at moving averages to bounce.
Yeah, Tesla is also at 420.
What I'm looking for now is like some sort of bang, let's go. Like this was buying. This entire thing was buying and not selling. This entire thing. That's what I'm looking for. So I can theoretically target this guy, 688. This is where the buying initially began. But that's, I don't know. And that's the hardest thing in a market like this, because you've got to see what happens every 5 minutes to decide what to do. But as long as we're holding, I don't see a reason to get out. But I will partial one more if we go a little. I don't like this. Come on. What's the 1 minute showing me? Oh, see, the 1 minute is also holding. So we might go a little down and then come back up. Oh, this is like the third bounce of the 9 moving average on the 2. That's a good sign. The 5 minute is turning red. That's okay. NASDAQ is heavily focused on techs. Yeah, I know. I know, Day Clark, but actually, you're right. But I just prefer trading SPX. Just hold. If you turn to my chart, the one I use, this is what we look like. At least get me. Watch such a hard deal about 686. It's 50 cents. Boris, can you not use your buying power and get me 686?
I just used it. Yeah, now it's gonna. I think it has the juice to go to 686 actually. Actually much
It's
higher.
not a lot. Yeah, I know. That's not a lot to ask. But the 5-minute might turn red and that might bring us down again.
And that volume reminds me of NVDA. That's exactly what was happening at 193 on NVDA this morning. It was like it was popping and then all the greens and then it lifting until it doesn't and then boom. Idiot. NVDA.
Right, getting lower. Do we hold 685? And that's the downside of trading with options. We are just $1 away from our entry. But let's see if this is the recheck and it holds or not. But I'll definitely get out at break even. Just think we have an entry which is pretty enough that maybe we can hold. I like this candle. I like this. So saying if we close under the 9, I want immediate buyback and close back over the 9. Then what happens is this becomes a test candle. And that can potentially lead us significantly higher. This is the candle I was waiting for. If as long as we close over the 9, if we close under the 9, then no. As long as this candle closes over the 9, this becomes the test candle. And if it's the test candle, so we had one red. Yeah. Come on. We have 8 seconds to close over. Do it for. We did not. All right. They're coming back. Can we get this? Let's see what happens. Almost at break even. Let's see. This looks like there's a double bottom possibility. All right, I'm out. We are at break even. Or am I? Yeah. Let's see if we can get a little bit of money. Little bounce and I'm out. Come on, give me a little bit of a bounce. Ooh, nice candle. So yeah, I'm out now. Okay. I should have held, technically. I should have held. You can go to 21 on the contract. But let's see what
Man.
happens.
Gold dropped too. Gold and silver.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of those now.
Wow.
Just
That's a
wow.
big drop. I think what happened was what was the news at 11, 11:10?
I don't like this
Wow.
rounded reversal.
SLV down another. What is the ticker for copper? C. Do you know?
No, I have no idea what's ticker for copper. And we just first were able to sell one contract. I'm so
Copex.
bummed.
Yeah, Copex. Yeah, Copex hasn't dropped much.
CopX. Coming back to 683.69 for a retest or a fail is the question.
And everything is a short today. And I love shorting. And I am not in any trade. SPY made a new low? No.
No. In fact, this looks.
I think silver and gold made a new low. So I think SPY is.
I honestly think SPY can go higher.
I think now the chances of SPY going higher is low. I think that SPY might test the lows again.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we go over 685, 684.77. Maybe this guy. It's 88.
Yeah, I think SPY is weak. SPY is weak, man.
Let's see what happens.
Are you long again?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I want to be, but I'm not.
Yeah, do not be long. I think it's weak. So watch on Tesla. What is Tesla doing, guys? Yeah, Tesla below 420 now. Sold off. Man, I was thinking 430 was a very good. I was looking at NVDA and Tesla. Tesla at 430, I had same thesis that I had on NVIDIA for 193, Tesla for the bounce of 430. And I traded NVIDIA, and that first minute itself, it bounced like $4, which is kind of tricky. And I was thinking if I should go long Tesla or NVIDIA, and I chose NVIDIA, but Tesla would have worked out really nice. But right now, things are uh, pretty weak, to be honest. Like, even though you can get along, but it's personally the risk reward is
Not
not
there.
really great. Yeah.
Because you at least gotta give it $1.
Yeah. Same SPY. SPY is, yeah, SPY definitely looks that it wants to go to low of the day. It's weak. The point where you entered, Gary, that's where
Mm-hmm.
it looked very bullish. That's where it like popped.
It held
And
also.
yeah, it held
Yeah,
also. So,
over
but
here. Yeah.
now it is like, now it doesn't look bullish at all. I think it looks
Yeah.
more bearish.
Yeah. I was expecting a pop and then I don't know what happens, right? But I
Yeah.
wanted a pop to go higher.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
very nice pop captured. Very nice.
Yeah.
And in these cases, you don't even really know how much it's gonna go, right? It could have
Yeah,
easily gone
exactly.
to
Could have easily gone.
688.
Exactly.
And but usually you're looking for, like, after that's kind of a sell-off from 693 down to 684, you at least expect a bounce to 688. That was the area that you were anticipating. But
Yeah.
there is so much of weakness in the market, it just doesn't want to pop. Like, even it did not even go to 686. Uh, so that was unfortunate. And
But
but
it's
it's a part of
holding
the.
here.
No, I think it's
It's
gonna flush. I think it's definitely gonna flush to the downside.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stop thinking long. I just want to see how this 5 minute, if this 5 minute somehow turns green, which unlikely now in 20 seconds, but if it does, it can still be interesting. Otherwise, not.
I think it's gonna flush. The way the sellers are just selling,
And I
I
can never read the tape on the indices. It's just almost impossible. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know, me neither. I just happen to
No,
do it.
of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you do it. I've tried it. I cannot.
See this? Now this flush. See this? Ah, beauty. Now it's gonna puke. Come on, puke.
I think we should bounce here, but yeah.
Let's see. I still do not see a lot of buying here either. I think it's gonna flush again. Let's see. Now bounce. So NVDA is bouncing. Tesla is close to the place.
And I want to.
Don't go long, please. Listen
I'm not
until it.
long. I'm happy for the day. I don't need to. I wanted to right exactly at 683.73, right at this line, which is
Unless
what I
and
was
until it claims the 685 area, I think it's fair.
685. Yeah, 685 reclaim would be again that this becomes a lower high,
Yeah.
higher low, sorry, and we're back into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it has a chance to go to the low of the day, to be honest.
Let's see. Right now, what SPY is doing, I will not be surprised if we go back to like, wow, selling off again.
Yeah, I think it has that pukish behavior that's gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
will see
holding
it.
the moving averages, staying there, not creating a higher high. I completely agree.
Come on, flush. I would short the 685s very nicely.
That's what I want.
Now it's gonna flush, guys. Now it's gonna flush. And you would see it. I bet my money on the short
The
side.
thing is, we are already down 1.1% on the SPY. So that's why, unless there's heavy news, I don't see why we should be down 1.5 to 2% on the SPY. And that maybe we are down 0.5% for the day. I get that. And that's why I'm not a big fan of the flush scenario.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean we can go down, but we can come back up and close late higher. So
yeah.
yeah.
And that is the, like, that understanding is very much necessary. But sometimes you always want to follow what is happening right now. Like, the price action looks bearish, the tape looks very bearish, and like, if I think that it's not gonna go short, I wouldn't like the risk reward is, of course, I understand like a risk reward is not there, but I wouldn't go long here either. And that's the safety net that you wanna have when you do something. You think that it's down too much, and the risk reward on the downside might not be that much, but when you see something on the price action standpoint and the tape standpoint where things are weak, you avoid yourself taking a long just because it's down so much, you know? And I think it's the way it's been doing, the flush is coming, flush to the low of the day. And I think 684 is gonna flush. Let's see.
Oh, it's almost 12. Oh, time flew today.
Yeah. But now there is a
Oh,
volume, but still no pop
yeah,
up,
no lift, no
no
lift.
lift, which is a bearish sign.
Yeah. Like the volume got absorbed.
Yeah, but the volume got absorbed, yeah. So I would short this, man. I would short this area. I know like 634 is an important buying point, but 680, close to anything close to 685, I would short it.
The more we stay here, the more bullish I become personally, just
Yes, to be
because.
honest, yes, too. Because that is exactly what happens. It's not dropping. It's definitely not dropping.
Yeah.
Ideally, I want to see it drop. Every single time it comes there, there's a seller that tries to like slam
Right.
it. See, again slammed. Now it's gonna drop. I think it's gonna flush now. Let's see. One more minute and then we'll one more minute and then we'll, if it doesn't drop in 1 minute, we'll wrap it up. I
Okay.
think it's gonna drop. The volume came in on the short side.
Yeah.
Come on, flush, flush. I wanna see you flush.
This will stop out so many people. It's not funny.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Now here we go. 634, 19, 12. Boom! I knew it. This is gonna puke. This is gonna puke. Okay, guys, it came out at the right time, but have a great rest of the day. That makes me happy. At least this happy. Um, but have a great day, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
All right. Bye. Bye, everyone.